All right, here we go. We live. All right, who we got up in here? Monogamous Player was in here early, like 2 hours ago. Appreciate you. Christian Galvez, Alicia and Wrecked. All right, Joe Blast. Y'all already know what it is. We got Miles Cunningham in the building, Jake Roman in the building. Before we get into this, if you gentlemen got anything you want to plug or anything like that before we get into the meat and potatoes of this?
Yeah, man. It's your boy Miles Cunningham. What's going on? Thank you, Kerry, for having me. What's up, Jay Roman? Man, shout out to the chat, man. Yeah, masculineidentitymembership.com. Go to masculineidentitymembership.com and let's make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Go over there. You know, you're gonna get tutorials that talk about masculine identity. It's going to talk about how to explore who you are, how to understand who you are, and how to build an identity of masculinity and individuality. You understand? Understanding who you are so you know what you want out of this life. And don't forget to also go to badboymembership.com. Go to badboymembership.com where Mr. Lucario has 45 to 90 minute audio and video tutorials on the best practices on how to date and all that type of shit. So make sure y'all go over there, man. And shout out to everybody that's been showing us love out here in Florida, you know, Fort Lauderdale, Miami area. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Saucecast on Valuetainment. You know what I'm saying? Lucario went over there and ripped it down. So make sure y'all go over to that YouTube channel, Valuetainment Money YouTube channel, and check out the live from that Mr. Lucario was featured on. I believe it's called Alpha Males versus Modern Feminists, something like that. Yeah, so make sure y'all go check it out, man. That shit was fire, man. So yeah, man, appreciate y'all and glad to be here.
Before you jump in, Jay Roman, let me do this.
Oh yeah,
because this is fast approaching, and also I saw Joe Blast. He put the joint. There we go,
sir. Yeah,
so
man,
we got. Go ahead, Miles. You got it.
The Game Kings 2 Definition of a Man seminar in NYC, April 2nd, 2023, where we will have our guest speakers, Taekwondo, Rom Wills, and the big homie Kerry K. Zaggin, featuring Miles Cunningham, myself, and the bad boy of the dating game, Mr. Lucario. Man, we're going to be defining this manhood shit. We got calls coming in already.
Damn.
Nice.
But we're not ready for calls yet, so I'm gonna leave that there. But yeah, man, we got the event coming up April 2nd, man. Make sure y'all get your tickets. The link to the Eventbrite to get your tickets, because you can get online, you can get live stream tickets, and you could get in-person tickets. So make sure you go over there and get what you got to get before the getting is good. You feel me?
There go the link. One more again. There go the link. Real quick before we get into this, Thomas Blake with the Canadian 20. Appreciate you, fam. And feel free to donate. Jay Roman, if you can put your joint in the private chat, and I'll plug it in the comment section. Okay, for those of you who are watching, there is on the screen Miles in the Game. The Cash App scan or the QR code is there. My Cash App and my PayPal shit is also on the screen. All you gotta do is put your phone to it, click it, and you can go ahead and donate if you wish to. At the bare minimum, donate a like. That shit is free every day, all day. So do that at least. All right.
Yeah, exactly, moment. I like to shout out to everybody on the panel. Thanks for having me again. Everybody that's tuning in, whoever called in early, I appreciate that. For those who want to call in, there's the number. Call in early. Do it earlier in the show and not at the end of the show. And, I'm ready for this. Let's get it on today.
All right. So with that being said, I got a clip I want to get into right quick. And I got a couple of things I want to show you guys, but let's get into this clip and then we're going to go ahead and bust it down.
I'm a victim of the nice guy syndrome, was a victim. So Dr. Robert Glover says that the nice guy syndrome is a shame-based disorder. He says this. He says, because of that shame, what happens for most nice guys is that they try to become what they believe others want them to be in order to be loved and liked and get their needs met. Manipulative. So if you're a man or a woman, pick up this book. I'm telling you, it's going to challenge you, because I didn't think I had it, and I had to address a lot of these issues within me.
Now, he mentioned a book author, and the guy he's talking about is this. Hold on, let me Robert Glover, right? So he basically says the nice guy syndrome represents a belief that if nice guys are good, they will be loved, get their needs met, and live a problem-free life. When this strategy fails to produce the desired results, it often does, nice guys usually just try harder, doing more of the same. I beg to differ. Nice guys get pissed, and then groups like the Red Pill, Passport Bros, SYSBM, and MGTOW form. Okay, those are all former nice guys. Now, this is what I would say about Passport Bros. Passport Bros, they continue to be nice. They just went to a different continent to be nice. You know what I'm saying? But they still them niggas. They still the same niggas. Okay, and I got proof. We're gonna get to that in a minute. You know what I'm saying? We got proof. I'm gonna prove to you that Passport Bros, they took their show on the road and they never learned, right? But as soon as they got a little bit of run, they said, fuck it, it's paying off now. Now, let me just say this, and I'm gonna pass it to you guys. There is a commercial that I saw, and I saw this commercial a couple of weeks ago, and it's been bothering me ever since. And it goes perfectly with this title. And I want to show you how guys are indoctrinated and conditioned through media and even commercials to be a nice guy. P gang, hold on.
Together or separate?
If you get this wrong, there'll be no second date. No second date, you end up alone. Just like the psychic said.
We're together.
Now, the point I want to make, a lot of people are going to think that's insignificant. But what it's showing is, number one, they're out on a date. The guy is asking, do you want the check to be separate or do you want to pay? Number one, as a guy, you offer the date, go ahead and pay. Mm-hmm. Period. But what it's showing you is, if you fuck up and make the wrong decision, you can't get the girl.
Right.
Right? So it's literally indoctrinating guys to do things specifically to get the girl.
Right.
Not because you want to do it, but because you're trying to get the girl. I'm going to pass it to you guys.
Well, and I'll also say not because he wants to do it, but because he's afraid of something. You understand? And look, let me tell y'all something. Now, understand that being motivated by survival is different from being motivated by fear. You understand? I mean, because some people might consider survival meaning fear of dying. I say survival is the desire to carry on. You understand? It's not the fear of dying. It is the desire to carry on. Now, that being said, I would say that if you're doing anything out of fear, you've already lost. You understand? Because your intention is not in good faith. Your intention is ultimately negative. Your intention is not in love. Your intention is out of something bad that you don't want to happen, not something good that you want to happen. You get what I'm saying? So it's not that he said, well, I'm gonna pay this because that's the type of man that I am. I invited her, so this is what I'm gonna do. You understand? He said, I'm gonna pay this because if I get this wrong, I'm gonna end up alone. So you're not even focused on your desire. You're literally focused on what it is you don't want. You understand? You're choosing choice A, not because you really want to choose choice A, but because you're afraid of B. That's not a healthy way to live your life. So basically, you're living in fear. Basically, you're doing things because you're scared. You're not doing things because this is who you actually are. You understand? Shout out to the Masculine Identity Membership. At the Masculine Identity Membership, masculineidentitymembership.com, we talk about living life with a purpose, doing things purposefully because it is what you want to do based on who you are. You understand? So if you the type of nigga that the bitch always got to pay, then you be like, yeah, she paying for that. And if she has a problem with that, then, hey, maybe there's a problem. But if that's the type of dude you are, where women got to pay, then so be it. If you're the type of dude where if you invite a woman out, you pay, then so be it. If you're the type of nigga where no matter what the date is, we going Dutch because I don't know you like that, then so be it. But I'm not doing it because I'm afraid of losing you. I'm doing it because that's what I want to do. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of these, this whole nice guy thing, and if you listen to the first clip, he said the nice guy syndrome is a disorder that is based in shame. Nice guy syndrome is a disorder that is based in shame. So what it really is I'm not being nice because that's who I really am. I'm not being kind because I'm living in an abundance mentality. I am afraid of not being liked. I am afraid of being lonely. I am afraid that I won't get someone's validation. So I'm doing this thing for someone. So right off the bat, it's transactional. It's not genuine. You see what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with who you are as a man, as a person. It has everything to do with some type of lack in your mind. It has to do with shame. It has to do with ultimately it has to do with the fact that you don't like yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Why? And so why would I want you? Why would I want to have anything to do with you if you don't like you? And that's what a lot of nice guys, they miss that part. They really, really miss that part because liking you has a whole host of things that come with it. Because me loving myself means that there's a standard. You understand? That means I know how to express myself. That means I know how to train people how to treat me. That means I only associate myself with certain quality caliber of people. That means you only find me in places of certain quality and caliber. You're not going to find me just chilling on the corner just for the sake of chilling on the corner. You're going to find me, if I'm just chilling, you're going to find me in a cigar bar. If I'm just chilling, you're going to find me in some lounge somewhere where there's a bunch of well-to-do people talking, networking, and creating and building, if anything. You get what I'm saying? Again, and that has to do directly with my identity. So this nice guy shit, trying to appease people, trying to people please, trying to validate, it comes from a place of shame. It comes from a place of validation seeking and not liking yourself. And therefore, inherently, it's unhealthy.
Let me add this before you jump in, Jay Roman. If y'all remember the viral clip where the sister showed up with like 18 homegirls and shit, and it was her birthday. And she was trying to shame the guy that she was dating to pay for everybody. See, that typically is how it works, where you get shamed, you get called broke, cheap, frugal, you get called all that type of shit. And what it is basically what they're saying is, that's your job as a man to do for me. Whatever I want, you're supposed to do it. If I want you to buy something, buy it. If I want you to pay for something, you pay for it. And if you don't, something's wrong with you. So a lot of these nice guys, they get shamed into being nice. This is why guys say also, oh, you just can't tell a chick you want sex right away. She might get offended. She might get upset. Or you might hear some women, I've heard some women say this, where if you set up a date and they'll say shit like, so you're not going to call the woman and ask her what she wants to do? You're not going to make sure it's okay with her if that's a place she wants to meet you at? Fuck no. See, that's how guys get shamed into basically being a simp and a beta male. And the problem is so many guys are indoctrinated and conditioned to believe that way, that it sticks with you your whole life, and you literally rationalize what you're doing as the norm. Well, in society, this is how it works, where when we tell you, oh, you don't need no money to get a chick, you look at that as the exception because you don't know what that feels like to just be you and still get shit popping. Right. Jay Roman, you got it, fam.
No, I think both those clips were perfect. They tied right into each other, and then Miles hit it right on the nail, because even at the end of the commercial, his thoughts were, I'm going to end up alone.
Yeah.
Just like the psychic said, I was going to end up alone. So he's doing something out of desperation, just for the fact that I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be judged. And it's almost like you're doing things so your judgment card will come up, and it's not really you. So it's not that you're the nice person. It's just that you are only reacting off of what everybody wants you to do. And one of the comments on our feed here, and I was going to say the exact same thing, that's giving somebody else a lot of control over you.
Right.
Just a huge amount of control, because now once they know that this is how you operate, they're going to continue, because you know what? It's almost like, well, if you don't know yourself, if you don't know who you are, let me tell you who you are. You're the nice guy. You're the one that treats me like that. That's why there's some ladies when you go out and they surprise you do something different, because they assumed you were one way.
Yeah.
And they wanted that feeling. They want that feeling. So there's people that they're going to go out because, oh, he's the nice guy. He's going to do certain things. And if he doesn't, they'll be, hold on. You're the nice one. Why are you doing this? Why are you saying that? You've been indoctrinated yourself just to be the stepping stool, the nice guy the whole time in a relationship because you don't know who you are exactly.
Right.
And when I first heard of this, how to overcome nice guy syndrome, something the same on the lines of what you were talking about, Miles, is no one can really get to know you if you don't really know yourself.
Right. Exactly. That's facts.
So if you don't know what you like and do what you like, how can you even show them the things you like? Do you only show them when they give you permission?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what happens to nice guys, why the frustration happens, is because now I can only show you the real me once you give me permission. Once you say, oh, I don't know what I want to eat. What do you want to eat? Well, I've been waiting for that. I really like this. I don't really want to go there. Oh, okay. We don't have to go there.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to go there. Even still, you're not really showing the person what you want to do. And I think that's a really fucked up place to be. I feel sorry for the cats like that. Like, I really do.
Well, one of the things you said, Jay Roman, and somebody in the chat said it's like being controlled. I want guys to understand something. When you look up the definition of nice, it means agreeable. One of the synonyms of agreeable is amenable. Amenable means open and responsive to suggestion, easily persuade or controlled. So literally being a nice guy is just that. Easily persuaded and controlled. What are you controlled by? Beauty. What else are you controlled by? The prospect of getting some sex out of it, right? And it's literally that. Now, in that Gump commercial, they were doom and gloom. They didn't say, oh, if I don't pay for this date, I won't get a second date. He said, if I don't pay for this date, I'll be alone, meaning my life is going to be messed up.
Bro.
They took it that far.
Bro.
Yeah, desperate.
That's a very astute observation, K, for real.
So I just want guys to understand, and that's by design, because if they would have said, yeah, I might not see her again, it leaves the situation open where I can get another chick.
Right.
But it made it seem like if I fuck up with this chick, it's over.
Exactly.
And that's how a lot of black people, that's how they feel. This is why when they get a chick, they hold on for dear life.
Yes.
This is why you can go to Thailand and get mushed in the face and do a video every day with the same chick that mushed you in the face.
See, you know what I find is that it's either, this really hits because, one of my email addresses was nice guy, not last, right? And what I was going to do is set up how you can be yourself, a natural person, but not be last and things, right? You don't have to, because I find that when people don't have their own barometer, they go to one side or the other, right? Mm-hmm. So it's either one extreme or the other. So if they're not really nice, then they feel like they got to be really, angry at the world sort of display. Hello, what you saying hello to me for? Like they're just disagreeable with everything. They don't know how to go along because they don't know who they are. They don't have their own barometer. And part of my goal was to be like, hey, you can still be a cool cat, but not be last. But nobody got it. When I tell you, it was either one extreme or the other. And I realized you don't really know yourself, because if I go out on a date, I'm gonna pay for the date because I want to do that. It don't matter. It didn't matter if it was her or the next person or I know somebody else. If I want to do that, I'll do that. And one of the coolest examples I ever had was my brother, man. My brother, he hit the scene way before I did. He was out partying, and we go to a bar, and my brother would buy the drinks for everybody at the bar right then on the spot. It wasn't about the female. It wasn't about, anything dealing with her, buying her a drink. He would be at the bar. He would look to his left. Hey, bro, what you drinking on? Look to his right. Girl, female, guy, it didn't matter. Hey, what you drinking on? Boom, here we go. Bow. Now, as soon as he did that, I'm looking like, I'm a thrifty person. Like, man, that's a lot of dough, man. What you doing? Just on that tip. And he was like, man, don't worry about it, man. It'll come back. Yeah. And sure enough, when he was at the bar, a guy from down over there said, hey, man, you know what? Hey, what is he drinking? It's on me right now. Yeah. It's on me right now. And you'd be surprised. More of the guys who reciprocate, hey, what you drinking? What's going on with you? And that's just because that's the way he was. Yeah. He was having fun that way. And it didn't matter about being a nice guy to a girl. It was just, hey, I'm out to have fun. Let's drink. Let's all have fun. Let this whole scene be a nice one that I want to create. And I think more guys.
And well, nobody cares about the money. It's not the money.
Exactly.
It's the energy. It's like, man, this is a dope situation where ain't nobody tripping, ain't nobody expecting anything. They're just doing stuff because they want to do it with no pressure and no expectation. And I think the nice guys, they do shit specifically for an expectation, specifically for something to happen. Go ahead.
Yeah, so and that's where I was just about to go to. Thanks for saying that, Zach. And real quick, we want to shout out Elysian, I guess, Wretch, for the $9 Canadian. He said, "Nice guys see the world through other people's lens. They experience the world from others' perspectives." Yo,
that's actually kind of dope. That
saying some really heavy shit, and it's going right to the point that I'm about to make. And then the truth is, in the chat said, if you do things to make people like you, they're gonna have control of what they need you to be to continue to like you. Okay,
where is that joint at?
That's 144 my time, 140. So that's probably 1244 for you. The truth is. Now listen. See, here's the thing, and I contend that it goes both ways, or not contend, but I actually like what's the word? What's the word that's not contend? I support the fact that it goes both ways. You know what I'm saying? I will add to the conversation that it goes both ways, and here's what I mean. The whole idea of the transactional, I guess you can say, agreeableness of a nice guy is that a part of the reason why a nice guy chooses to become a nice guy is because he begins to expect certain outcomes from being nice. You understand? So he says to himself, well, if I do this, then she should do that. Right? If I pay for this, then she should give me some pussy. If I do this, then that person's gonna like me. If I do this, then I'm gonna get the job. If I do that, then I'm gonna get some prize or some reward or some type of validation. And so what happens is not only is that nice guy controlled by the people who possess the validation that he seeks, he's also controlled by his expectations. You understand? Because see, look, Jay Roman explained that, you know, his boy bought people at the bar drinks. Not because of expectation, but because he wanted to create an experience and he wanted to share the wealth, share the blessing, the abundance that he's feeling, the energy that he's feeling. He wants it to affect others around him. He wants it to be contagious so he can create an experience of abundance. Right? Now, that is without expectation and that is without control. Because if I buy people I don't know none of y'all motherfuckers. If I say next round's on me for everybody, buy everybody, the next round's on me, fuck it. That is not me trying to control what anybody does next to say, well, I hope somebody from the bar buys me a fucking drink. Or I hope a chick that gets a free drink comes in and takes me into the bathroom and sucks my dick or some shit like that. No, it is literally freedom, right? Because I have abundance, because I have this energy and I want to create an experience for everybody around me. I have the freedom to buy everybody a drink and not expect shit. You understand what I'm saying? That's true freedom. Because I'm doing things not because I'm afraid of the alternative and not because I expect anything from what I'm about to do. I'm doing it simply because I want to do it. You understand? And this right here is something for me that is literally the crux, literally the fucking essence of masculine identity. This is why I don't even fucking believe in marriage. And I'm gonna just go a little bit further. That whole till death do us part shit. Am I saying that I would never stay with a woman until the day I die? No, I'm not saying that. Because there are good women out there that I want to be with them until my last day. because there's that good of women. But you know what the beautiful part for me is that I am consciously choosing day after day after day after day till the last day to be with you. That to me is more beautiful. That to me is freedom, because that says to me, even though I have the freedom to be anywhere else in the world, until my last day, I was here with you. And I made that choice consciously every fucking day till the last day. To me, that's a beautiful thing. But half these motherfuckers out here, I'm not even saying that there are not good marriages out there. There are great marriages out there, and I don't cast dispersions on marriage itself. But what I'm saying is, I take my shit to the furthest extent to say, and shout out to Bo Washington, with a $4.99. He says, I'm a gentleman to everyone when I go out, not just because of the possibility of sex. It's just the way I am. No expectation, no hidden agenda. Exactly. He's being a gentleman because he's free to be a gentleman, because he's not waiting for anybody's validation, and he's not expecting anything, and he's not trying to control the situation. He knows that he's in control of himself. And it's the same way I'm talking about with spending my last day with any female that I choose to. I'm doing it because I'm free. I'm free to do anything else. I'm free to be with anyone else. And I'm here with you. I think that means more. I think that means a lot more. Because if we're married and we got some contract that's filed down at the fucking county clerk, I don't really know if you still with me after all these years because you want to be, or because you just don't want me taking half your shit.
Mm-hmm. The obligation. It's the obligation. Who wants to be in an obligated situation? You want to be there because you want to be there.
Would you want to be at the bar, brother? And some guy pulls up, and he's like, "Hey man, what you drinking?" And you're like, "Oh, just a whiskey sour, whatever." And he's like, "All right, brother, I'm gonna buy you a drink. But if I buy you this drink, then you better."
Mm-hmm.
I don't want nothing from you, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to buy me a drink, and just because you bought me a drink, then you expecting me to do something after that? Fuck you. I don't know you.
And that's exactly what guys do to women.
Right. The nice guy.
Right. And then they're mad. And they're mad. It doesn't come out the way they want it to come out.
I'm going to take you to a $300 steak. And after that, I expect this. And it's like, no, brother. So if you come up to the bar and say, "Hey, man, what you drinking on?" "Yeah, I got some whiskey right here." "Hey, bartender, give my man another whiskey." And after that, I don't know you, and I don't owe you, and I don't expect anything from you. That's true freedom. And even on the flip side, if you want to, the guy that comes to the bar and says, hey, baby girl, what you drinking?" "Oh, you got some vodka, you got a vodka cranberry? Hey, bartender, get her another one." At the same time, if any one of you motherfuckers want to call me a simp because I was just sharing the wealth and being a nice guy to a random female, I still don't give a fuck what you think about me, because I'm not seeking your validation, nor do I care about your criticism, because I am 100% free to do exactly what I want to do. And that's the beauty of it all. That's why the nice guy is such a fucking prick, because everything he does is either controlled by his seeking of validation or controlled by his expectation.
There we go. So Victor Davis says, if I give someone a compliment and they don't say thank you, then I'm going to tell them that they are rude. Call me a nice guy. You're not a nice guy. See, here's the problem with guys who identify. You're not really nice, because if you were really a quote unquote, I don't even like the word nice. If you were a kind dude, if you were really a good-hearted, good-natured guy, you would do things without expectation. So you're given a compliment, not because it's genuine. You're giving a compliment with the expectation that someone's going to say something nice back to you. I said something nice to you, now reciprocate it. And when they don't, you're rude. My thing is, and I'm not saying they're not rude, Victor Davis, but that's besides the point. Like, I'll use myself as an example. I hold the door open for everybody. Women, old people, kids, domestic pets, everybody. I hold the door open. There have been people that walk through the door, don't say shit. Yes, that's some rude shit. And I want to say something to them, right? But regardless of how many people walk through that door and don't say shit to me, that's not going to stop me from holding the door for the next person. Because that's who the fuck I am. Y'all got it, man.
Oh, and real quick, guy, I know I hung up on the first couple calls, but we were still chopping up the game. But y'all could call in 646-481-3901. Call in 646-481-3901.
And I think this is where that barometer I was talking about, where you are doing something for you and not for the validation or the compliment of somebody else. And that's the thing that happens. Screen, can y'all still hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay, because my screen just went totally black on my computer. I don't know what's going on.
Okay,
But
him
demanding the thank you, thank you, instead of just saying, "Oh, you're welcome," and moving on. Then they might realize, you know what? I was deep in thought when you was holding that door. I was deep in thought when you gave me the compliment. Thank you or whatever. We always want something.
Man, what happened?
Oh, he got cut out.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get that call though.
Okay, we got 347. You on the Manhood is a Skill Set show with K Zag and the Miles. What's going on?
What's up, King Zag? What's up, Miles?
Hey man, who is D Money?
D Money, what's up? How you doing?
Chilling, brother. What's going on with you, man?
Yeah, the fact that you talking about being a nice guy is like, I feel like being a nice guy is destructive to a man's self-esteem and his self overall. Like, I was on Instagram listening to a video, and this guy, he was talking about hygiene and some other stuff approaching women. Then he said something about buying a woman a drink just to talk to her. And when he said that part lost me. I'm like, what the fuck? This nigga is stupid. So the things that we need is more guidance. Like, not just for me, like other guys out there, because I understand that I'm not gonna do this because for this, like, you shouldn't do something in return.
Right.
You should, if you want to do something, make sure you trying to either share blessings or add value to somebody's life.
Right.
And like without expectation. So I think like guys out there just need like guidance and stuff to understand that you don't have to be a nice guy to for people to love you or whatever, and you don't have to look for people to love you. Once you love yourself, the love going to come.
Facts.
So it's just the guidance guys need out there to like get better, because social media is really fucking our head up. Like when he said that part, and this is on Instagram too, mad people see it, like you got a lot of views. We just need that guidance, man. It's crazy.
Well, you brought up social media. See, far too many people, they are so impressionable that they allow things to dictate how they think. Okay, this is why I tell a lot of guys, your preferences aren't your own. Like an example, when I say your preferences aren't your own, meaning you're worried about somebody else's opinion of your choice. And because you're worried about their opinion, you make a choice that's more in alignment with what they would do. So that way you don't get any criticism. This is why you have guys, they will not date a woman. Like guys will say this, I'm only going to date women that my boys think are cute. I'm not going to date a chick that I think is cute. My boys got to think she cute too.
Right.
Because literally their boy's opinion is more important than their own. Right. This is why I say your preferences aren't your own. It's the same thing with body count. When the guy says, oh, I don't want to have sex, or I don't want to be in a relationship with a chick that had a lot of lovers, because I don't want people to think a certain way about me. They're worried about everybody else, but fuck them people. Fuck how they think about you. So you're saying that everybody's opinion of you is elevated above your own. You're pedestalizing their opinion. That says a lot about your self-esteem, your sense of self-worth, your sense of self-respect, and your sense of self-value, because you're looking to other people to provide it for you. Yeah, you did a good job. Yeah, oh, that bitch is bad. Oh, you think so, dog? She a bad bitch? Oh, I feel better about my choice now because they patted me on my back and said she a bad bitch.
Right.
Word. It's crazy.
So you got any questions, D Money, or anything else?
Yeah, I got a quick question.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, what's the best way to take vacation without using like your paycheck? Like the best way you could like take vacation the right way, because Last
You
year
mean-
on vacation, I did it the wrong way because when I came back, I didn't have enough money left. So what's the best way to like take a vacation?
Okay, because you said with your paycheck. Now, first of all, you have to plan out where you're going. You know, here's the thing. Let me just say this. How old are you, D Money?
Jamaica. I'm
You
22.
said what? Now, here's what I would say to guys. It's a good idea for you to have at least 6 months worth of bills saved up. So rent, car note, car insurance, whatever your bills are, to have at least 6 months saved up, right? And it's a good idea for you to have at least one major credit card, right? At least one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And make sure that if you're taking a trip, some people have to save for it because they live paycheck to paycheck. So you might have to save, right? So if you save your money and you don't dip into your savings, like the money that's there for emergency purposes, right? Don't touch that shit. You know what I'm saying? But now also, I will also tell you this. You should have money for emergency purposes and you should have money that you're saving. Like for real. Eventually, we're all going to retire, assuming that we're fortunate enough to make it to that age. So you should have money for that, completely separate, that you never touch. You just add to that. So if you're talking about taking vacation, you should have play money. If you ain't got no play money, then maybe you can't afford to take a vacation. I'm just saying.
How did you run out of, like, what happened? How did you run out of money? Because I don't really understand the details of the situation.
Okay. So I save up like $5,000.
Okay.
And I bought new clothes and I just used most of it on the vacation. Like,
okay. Wait. Now, when it comes to everything has to be. Look, when you're trying to create your masculine identity, right? When you looking at yourself as a man and you're trying to make moves. Again, we say this all the time. You got to make moves with purpose, right?
Okay.
Now, a part of purpose is planning. If you're going to make moves with a purpose, you got to know why you're doing it. And then you have to have a plan for it. So if you say you're going on vacation, so there's a few basic things you got to do. You got to say, okay, how much is going to be the plane ticket? Okay, how much is going to be? So you need to stay somewhere. So how much is going to be the hotel? And then you need to say, well, the restaurants in that area, how much does a meal cost? And am I going to be drinking? So you're going to have to add in extra for liquor or whatever. If you taking liquor on, because, you know, people do, you know, shit on their vacation, whatever. Then you have to look into excursions and travel. You understand? Like meaning how you going to get around wherever it is you going. You know, you might have to take a ferry. If you want to go skydiving, if you want to go scuba diving, if you want to fucking snorkel, whatever the fuck it is, you got to look at all of these prices. Let me tell you something. You see, and this is where shit like this is where why I love women. And I'm explaining. And you're gonna have some men that know what the fuck I'm talking about. You're gonna have some men that know what the fuck I'm talking about. Because when you got a good woman on your team,
I know where you're going.
And you say, hey, you say, hey, so you know, I want to go on vacation. And then she, ding ding ding, vacation. And then as soon as you say, oh, Hawaii, Jamaica, then in 5 minutes, if you got a good woman, she gonna have fucking the all-inclusive hotels, the price of the flights, first class, economy, business class. She gonna have how much
parking, the courtesy van from the airport to the hotel, all of that laid out for you.
She gonna be like, on day one, check this out, babe. On day one, we gonna arrive at the hotel. Then we gonna go to brunch, and then we gonna go do this. Then we gonna do that. And guess what? She know how much all of that shit costs. And these are the things. This is why I know a lot of niggas don't fully get what the fuck we be saying over here, because they think that we just like them other niggas. But we love women over here. Okay, and women serve certain purposes, and they pay attention to the details, because women can multitask and find the details in almost everything. Now, with that being said, if you're not having a woman to help you plan your vacation, you might need to talk to a woman. Yo, what's that sound?
I think that was Jay. I muted you, Jay. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know if you're playing. You playing dominoes by yourself over there or something?
Yeah, right. It sounds like he's sliding domino pieces across the board. So here's what I want to tell you. At this point, you need to holler at your sister, holler at a homegirl, holler at your moms. Talk to a woman when it comes to things like this. You understand what I'm saying? Because women are the ones that will remember the details. Because you'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna just go from the hotel. I'm gonna arrive at the airport and then I'll be at the hotel. Nah, a woman is like, wait. We gotta figure out if we gotta get a cab. We gotta figure out if there's a shuttle from the resort, because we can have the shuttle pick us up at the airport and this, that, and the third. Or maybe we gotta get a car service and blah blah. Women think about all that shit. And I'll give you a practical example. Have you ever been like watching porn or showed your girl a picture of a woman and just for shits and giggles, and you be like, hey, darling, hey, sweetheart, check out this girl. Don't she got a fat ass? And then instead of looking at the girl's fat ass, she's looking in the background talking about, I don't like those drapes.
Detail oriented, yes. They're paying attention to shit.
That's the female. That's the female mind. Hold on, D Money. That's the female mind paying attention to the details of the situation. Men, we're very straightforward. It's like, look, we gonna fly, get to the hotel, and then chill on the beach. A female.
Dude, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, yo, go to the hotel and just chill,
right?
And whatever we can do, we do.
Now, a female is thinking, well, at some point you're gonna get hungry. What's the weather like? What you gonna have to pack? You gonna need some sunscreen, and if you go to the beach, you gonna need your trunks and your flip flops. Make sure you pack your wife beaters and this, that, and the third. You get what I'm saying? So if you don't have access to a woman, if you're not going on vacation with a woman in this type of situation, you need to start thinking along those lines. You need to plan everything out. You need to know how much everything costs, and because once you know how much everything costs, then you can say to yourself, well, I was thinking of staying there for 7 days, but based on the price of everything, it makes more sense for me to stay there for 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Get what I'm saying?
Let me ask D-Money a question. Please tell me you didn't empty out your bank account to take that trip.
No. What I'm doing, I'm saving money aside to like do it. But like,
no. Hold on. No, because you said what's the best way to take vacation. What I'm saying is, when you took a vacation, have you already done that and you emptied out your bank account to do it, and you got back and you had no ends? Has that ever happened to you?
Yeah,
that's what happened last time.
You can't do that, bro. Like, look, D-Money, check it out. So let's say you mapped it out, and it was going to cost you $1,000 to go on this vacation. Let's say you have $1,200 in your account. You best not spend that $1,000, bro. Okay, you better get a cheaper vacation. It's too close. Like, there's the brother that got stranded in the Dominican Republic, and he didn't have $100. He asking his people for $100. Bro, how you a grown man and you don't have access to $100 somewhere? But see, this is what happens when you desperate for some sex and you taking a vacation for the wrong reasons,
right?
And you just singularly focus on that little reason. You don't think about the bigger picture. He didn't think about an emergency. What if something happens and the flight gets delayed and I got to stay another day? Do I have enough money to stay another night?
Right.
You got to think about that type of shit.
Yo, yeah, man. Look, talk, or fail it. Or if you're really bad at it, nigga, get yourself a travel agent. That's what travel agents are for. You know what I'm saying? It might cost you a little bit more money, but at the same time, it'll be cost effective because they'll be able to help you plan for everything. You understand that?
Yeah, I might get my mom to do it, or a girl that I might mess with like early on in the.
No, don't get no girl you just messing with if she ain't really invested like that. Don't do that.
Yeah, stuff like that is not a girl you just messing with. She gotta actually be a girl that's a woman that's like out that look out for your well-being for real, bro.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
She's not coming with me. I just need her to like break it down for me and shit, so I could go about it the right way. Because I be going on vacation the wrong way. Like when I do go on vacations.
Wait, so where are you planning on going this time?
I'm going to Jamaica.
You're going to Jamaica. Where are you staying?
I'm gonna stay like a few days in the hotel. Then the other couple days, I'm gonna go stay at my father's house.
Stay at your and so he's so the hotel you plan to stay at, is it on the North Coast or are you in the mainland like Kingston and them?
Mobay.
Mobay. Okay, and your dad is on the North Coast too.
He's in Spanish Town.
He's in Spanish Town. So you have to travel from north to.
Get me. He drives.
Say that again.
He's gonna come get me. He drives.
Oh, he's gonna come get you. Now the question still is, are you gonna do two different airports? Because you might want to come into the Montego Bay Airport, then you might want to leave from Norman Manley in Kingston. Yes.
Maybe not. I might just go back there.
He gonna drive you back. Okay, well you got to know what you're doing, bro, because that's like if I'm not mistaken, that's like a 3 to 4 hour drive. Because I went from Ocho Rios to Kingston.
Let me caller. Now your father's car, is it a reliable car?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to him about that though. Cause
and this is why I'm asking you. Because what if something happens, emergency happens on this end, he can't come get you?
Exactly.
Are you prepared to rent a car? Or are you prepared to get a shuttle to take you from one place to the next? You have to prepare for emergency so you don't be stuck out. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. You're right about that. Shit. I never thought about all these shits. Like,
yeah. I'm looking at bro. Listen, I'm from Jamaica, so I know, and I've been to Jamaica. Like I said, where you're going to Spanish Town, which is near Kingston, which is on the southeastern side, side. Montego Bay. Listen, Montego Bay is on the northwestern side of the island. You understand? And Montego Bay has its own airport, and Kingston has its own airport. So that's what I'm saying. You might need to plan your trip where you come into Jamaica at the Montego Bay Airport. You stay at the hotel, and then when your dad come get you, you can and by the way, my nigga, from Montego Bay to Spanish Town, where your pops is at, is more like an 8 hour drive.
Damn.
I'm looking at the map right now. Homie.
Look, I left Jamaica when I was like 11.
Exactly. This is why you have to fucking plan shit. This is why you have to plan shit, brother. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to my mom about everything so I can get everything right. But I didn't even know that 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so he might not want to drive 8 hours. You know what I'm saying? That's a damn near day.
No. It's not. I'm sorry. It's not 8 hours. It is right here. It says it's a 3 hours and 32 minutes. 3 hours.
But back and forth is damn near 8 hours.
Yeah, back and forth 8 hours. Yeah. Exactly. But look, see, let me show you if you can see. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a trip you want to take a young lady on, especially if you're reconnecting with your dad.
He's going back. No, he's not. Yeah, he can't be taking no chick. You see?
Okay, there you go, right there. All right.
Montego Bay to Kingston. So you gonna have to look. Anytime you go on a vacation, bro, you need planning. That's why some people hire travel agents. You understand that? Because travel agents take the time to think about everything. It's just that because of the way a woman's mind works, she automatically starts thinking about everything. You understand? And see, this is a teachable moment because this is why you have to understand why we actually need women, and as men we work together. Because what happens is the man creates the mission. You understand that? So if the mission is to go to Jamaica, right? When the woman submits, means she executes submission. That means she is looking at the vision of the mission, and she's able to, because she wants to support the mission, she's working out the details of the mission to help make sure that the mission works successfully, that we can execute successfully. You get what I'm saying? And that's why men and women have to work together. That's why we can't act like women ain't shit necessarily, and we definitely can't act like we ain't shit. And we can't be pedestalizing and acting being a nice guy and all of this dumb shit. You understand? Because you trying to be a nice guy, you gonna forget all the fucking details. You understand? And if a woman don't respect you, she's not gonna put thought into all of the details of the mission. You understand what I'm saying? So it all comes back together, man.
That is so true. You said that good women is so hard to find out here in New York. So hard to find them.
What did he say? What's so hard to find?
So hard to find in New York, especially around my age group.
You shouldn't be looking for a woman, bro, to be a good woman. Just look. Here's the thing, right? You said what?
I'm trying to like girls in rotation, but the good ones is hard to find and shit. Right?
Well, what do you mean by good? Explain yourself. What do you mean
This
by
is
good?
D-Money. This is D-Money, huh?
Yeah, it's D-Money. Yes,
Look, caller. Look, check this out. Right? I'll use myself as an example. Right? When I meet women, I treat all women the same. Meaning, all of them are going to be basically fuck buddies. Now, through the course of me dealing with them over an extended period of time, if they wish to stick around long enough, right? If they're showing me something, if they're showing me that they got some attributes and some character traits that I think is worth exploring beyond just sex, I'll explore that, and then I'll elevate them beyond just a fuck buddy. So I might meet a chick that I think is cute, whatever. You know, we vibe, we get along, we're compatible in and out of the bedroom. But the longer I'm dealing with her, the more I realize she's right where she is right where she belongs. Okay? I mean, I'm never going to elevate her. The problem with some dudes, and I'm not saying that this is you, it could be you, is that y'all are always looking to elevate women to a certain role. So when you meet them, you already thinking about, does she fit this role over here that I would elevate a woman after 6 or 7 months? Don't think that far ahead. Okay, what purpose is she serving you now?
You're right about that. Sometimes.
D-Money, man. What's your year goal you got planned for yourself this year? Aren't you in nursing school?
No, that's the realest. This is D-Money different.
Oh, okay. Okay, so what's your plan this year?
So this year, to stay consistent with everything that I'm doing right now.
Okay. So what are you doing right now then?
Okay, I'm doing the gym. I'm getting my money up, and I'm saving, and I'm also looking to get into a trade.
All right. So right there, you named off a few things that does not have to do anything with a woman.
Mm-hmm.
That's just focusing on yourself. So me personally, I'm gonna just tell you right now, that's what you should concentrate on. And naturally, if somebody comes in your realm, they would have to concentrate on those things too, because that is your goal for this year. And nothing will derail you from that, because you set your own plan up for yourself this year. So either she has to fall in line and encourage you, help you, or she's not going to be a good woman for you right now, because your goal is set for the year. You have a mission that you want to accomplish this year.
All right.
All right, so we good, D-Money? You straight? You got any questions before we go ahead and let you bounce?
Yeah, I appreciate all that, especially with the travel advising stuff. I appreciate all of that, like, honestly.
All right, brother. Thanks for calling, brother. Take it easy and safe travels, whenever you do get to travel. All right, man?
All right. Appreciate it.
All right, later. All right, guys, call in. I'm sorry. That is 646-481-3901. 646-481-3901. Call in, guys.
Okay, and I want to transition to something real quick, right? Let's get back to the title of the joint. We're talking about how to overcome the nice guy syndrome. Now, when you think about the nice guy syndrome, right, that's basically used to describe a sense of entitlement to sexual or romantic attention from women simply for being nice, and irrational anger when the attention is not forthcoming.
Right.
You can grab them and just put them on hold real quick, but you can grab them. Put them on hold real quick.
Yeah, caller, just hold on for a second. Go ahead.
All right. So when we talk about the nice guy syndrome, a lot of guys, they're just doing what they're doing, not because they are genuinely really that way.
Right.
Now they believe they're that way, but they're not. They're only doing it as a means to an end to get what they want. And when they don't get what they want, they get upset. This is why you have a lot of guys complaining on YouTube, Facebook, IG or whatever. They're complaining about women. And what was really going on is because they extended themselves, right? And they felt like, I'm being nice to you. I'm being cool. This is why you see all the viral videos of the guys taking women out to eat. And towards the end of the date, the guy don't want to pay for her portion of the meal because he can't get no sex. Because he only did it for the purpose of trying to get the sex. Now that he realized I did all of this and it ain't going to work out in my favor, now I'm pissed. Y'all got it.
Exactly. Shout out, rest in peace, Elliot Rogers. But anyway, we got 447. 447. Go ahead, brother.
Hey, Kazagan, Miles, and Joe Roman. Unique 79 from London.
Oh, shit.
What's going on?
Unique 79. What's going on to the big homie?
Yeah. Moderator extraordinaire. What's up, now?
Show some fucking respect, man. All right, what's up, man?
I'm good. Do I sound choppy, Miles, or do I sound better than last night?
You sound much pause, but you sound better. You sound much better than last night.
Pause, yeah,
you sound much.
Just for the-
It's not choppy. It's not choppy. It's good. It's good. Go ahead, brother.
That's good. I just want to first introduce myself to Jay Roman. How you doing, my brother?
Yes,
I'm great, man. I'm great. I'm always great.
Yeah, Jay Roman, Unique 79,
That's
Unique
good.
79, Jay Roman. All right,
Yeah.
that's what's up.
Nice to meet you. But just want to feedback on on what you're talking about, the topics about the traveling with your woman, but also talk about the nice guys after as well.
Yeah.
I mean, what you said, Mark, was absolutely imperative in regards to having a submissive woman who can help you with your travels.
Yeah.
Because I know that when it comes to traveling, women love it and they love booking things. And when they have a man, that they want to please, there's two types of women that we need to look out for. There's the ones who try to set the bar too high when it comes to traveling in regards to they wanted 5 stars, that kind of thing, and also not coming back to you saying, what do you think?
Right, exactly.
That's the most important, because you've got those selfish women who book things and they say, instead of like saying to you being her man, being her king, instead of her saying to you or asking you, what do you think? She could easily say, I think we should go for this.
Right.
See, there's a difference, gentlemen. Instead of her like coming to you saying, what do you think? She could easily be selfish and say, I think we should go for this without even valuing your opinion, should we say.
Right, exactly.
And in regards to a nice guy, I think there's nothing wrong with being a nice guy, being a good guy. Just as long as you know your principles and your standards, just as long as you're assertive and firm when you need to be.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for example, just now, I approached a woman at the train station just now, literally about 5 minutes ago, and I introduced myself, and I said to her, like, no, I saw you from the train station, and when you came out, I wanted to come and say hello to you. My name is Antonio. What is your name? I stuck up my hand, and she didn't stick out her hand. And immediately I said to her, you know what? You have a great evening. And I just walked off.
Right.
Whereas years ago, I would have probably just stood there, or maybe a nice guy would have probably as I think there was a comment in the chat room earlier on saying, oh, if somebody doesn't say thank you, like I would tell them that they're rude and that kind of thing.
Right.
That's what a nice guy. That's what a nice guy who wants something in return. That's what he would do.
Right.
Like just what I just did now with her, just walking up and saying, look, you have a great evening, because she didn't stick out her hands.
Right.
But I knew for a fact her not sticking out her hand, I knew for a fact what she's all about. Whereas a nice guy would have probably just stood there and probably said, look, why are you being rude? Why do you stick your hand out? Unnecessary confrontation, should we say.
Right, exactly.
And also, go on, Miles?
No, yeah, I was just agreeing with you. Go ahead.
Okay. And also, gentlemen, there was a clip that you guys played at the beginning, which was so profound in regards to, nice guys want to become something that they expect, other people expect them to be, that's really profound, because that reminds me of the PUAs back in the day. You know, even the ones who are now, you know, the MGTOWs, that kind of thing. It's very easy, like for guys to follow people, because I used to be like that back in the day as well when it came to PUAs. And also, like, you know, back in the day, those PUAs, the way they used to dress up, the goggles, the black fingernails, you know, the peacocking, they were doing it for women. They weren't dressed like that because they love to dress that way.
Right.
You know, there's a whole difference in regards to doing things for yourself. And yes, I mean, I agree with all of you gentlemen that these nice guys, they do things because they expect something in return, which is really selfish, and also that is deceiving as well. So as I said, you know, there's nothing wrong with being a nice guy, a good guy, just as long as you got your principles and standards. And like Steve Dean always says, these guys, they don't stand on their name. And Steve always reiterates, which really hits home, in regards to how our ancestors worked so damn hard to get to where we are right now. The sacrifices they made, the immigration journey they had to make, leaving their loved ones behind, you know, not knowing if they're going to see their loved ones again, that kind of thing. And and a lot of guys, they decide to walk away from their family name by trying to become someone else that they don't need to be. So at the end of the day, it's all about having standards. You have your principles. And when somebody disrespects you, as Taekwondo would say, calmly, just say, look, you know, you may talk to other people that way, but that's not the way you're going to talk to me. And if you carry on, I'll escort you out the door and see you back to the gulag. Because I don't tolerate that kind of thing for people.
Facts.
And that's all you need to do, gentlemen. So that's all I want to say. So like and subscribe to every one of these gentlemen, and salute to the chat room, and God bless you all.
All right. Hey, that's some heavy game. We appreciate you, man.
Let me add this, because I like how he handled it when he reached out his hand or extended his hand.
Right.
And she didn't shake it. And he said, okay, you have a nice day. This is what I tell guys all the time. Your demeanor, your energy should never go up or down when you're talking to women. Okay, meaning like if you walk up on a woman and she is showing sexual interest, it shouldn't jump up when you're super excited, right? You should still be the same calm dude, like, all right, that's what's up. All right, well, let's go ahead and get out of here. We're going back to my spot. You should still be level-headed and have the same level of temperament. Just like when a woman rejects you, all right, well, man, hey, you have a good night. I hope your night get better. And you walk off. Right. The problem with guys, I want guys to understand something. These women you're just meeting, they're random chicks. They are strangers to you. A woman should not have the power over you. Specifically, a woman you just met who is a stranger. She should not have the power over you to be able to control your mood. Just think about that. This strange woman who can tell you, even if she's rude about it, she should not have the power to change your mood where you're all discombobulated and you're arguing with the chick. Well, fuck you, you rude bitch. You know, it should never get like that. It should, even if you feel that way inside, you should never express that to her. You should be like, all right, well, cool. And then you walk away and then you move on. Y'all got it, man.
I'm going to tell you what I like that he rolled off was the simple fact he avoided 2 months of BS. Because maybe he got past that, right? Maybe she didn't extend the hand. You know, why'd you extend your hand? Like, I was just trying to shake your hand. I'm all right. You know, and then they start talking and, you know, exchanging interactions or whatever. But that first initial something about her is going to come up again. It's going to come up again. And then even to jump even further is just showing, well, I have to go through many loops just to get your attention. Right. And you're going to have to continue that throughout that relationship. So sometimes, even though, you know, some guys, you may feel, oh, I can get past that, or I can get past this little bump in the road. But truthfully, it's going to come back up. So you might as well just stick to who you are and just say, hey, it ain't worth it. It's not worth it. Have a good day. Mentally, you're not ready for somebody like me. To come in and say hello, how you doing? You didn't know what I wanted from you. I just said hello, my name is such and such. I figured we was going to be sitting next to each other on this train. Otherwise, we'll just get to meet you.
Right.
But since your attitude is there, it's all good. You have a good day, because I'm going to continue to have a good day. My day will always be cool.
Exactly. That's it. That's it.
And you would be surprised that women will actually respect you when you're like that. But when you tripping, I'm just trying to be nice to you. Immediately, oh, you a chump, you a sucker, and that actually invites more disrespect because now she really think you a pussy. You know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to express your discontent with her, and she looking at you like, really, you really gonna browbeat me because I ain't respond the way you wanted me to? You know what I'm saying? And you look weak, right? And let me read this definition again because I want to show you guys something, right? And dude's gonna say I'm hating, but I got something for you. So again, nice guy syndrome is used to describe a sense of entitlement. Let that word marinate. Entitlement to sexual or romantic attention from women simply for being nice, and irrational anger when that attention is not forthcoming. And I'm going to show you something. If y'all can't hear it, let us know in the chat.
Yeah, I can't hear it.
You can't?
Either.
I can't hear it.
No.
Y'all can't hear it?
No, we can't hear it.
No.
Oh,
damn.
Let me see. Are they? Nobody replied yet on my end.
Okay, hold on. Okay, let me stop sharing for a second. Damn, I really wanted to use that shit too. God damn it. I really wanted to use this.
Use the like you got to share a tab or something. Sometimes it's better if you share a tab.
Okay.
Like all share right, screen and then we got a call.
All right, we'll do the call.
All right. So 713. What's going on with you? 713.
Yes, sir. Yo, what's up, Miles? What's up, K-Zag? This is Monogamous. You already know that I donated.
Hey, what's up, man? What's up with you? Monogamous player, what's up?
Chillin'. Yeah, man. Hey, real quick, Miles. I was actually, and shout out to you and Miss Lucario for the live stream that y'all did last night when y'all was like walking the streets of Miami.
Oh yeah.
And it was very dope. And yeah, I mean, it was a very dope live stream. And I'm glad that y'all shown that, Mr. Miles, is because a lot of these excuses that a lot of these guys try to fall under, they fall under it, but they fall under it while not actually trying it. You know what I'm saying? You was actually out there showing the practice and actually out there hollering at chicks, right?
Right.
Now, Miles, I know I've explained this to you, right? Like, I have a best friend, and my best friend kind of remind me of, of Miss Lucario and yourself. And my best friend kind of remind me of you, right? Because he's real good with the mouthpiece and stuff like that, right? So there was one thing that you said, right? And I'm tying it back into all these guys saying that, oh, I don't want to approach a whole bunch of women because that's going to waste a lot of time. Miles, you and Mr. Lucario approached like 50 women, or let's just say 24 women, right? Y'all didn't waste no time. Because while you was approaching the women, Miles, there's something called understanding the mood and understanding the energy.
Right.
There were some women that was on some, I don't want to be filmed and stuff like that.
Thanks.
You and Mr. Lucario said, okay, y'all have a great day. It was other women that wasn't really trying to fuck with it, but it was one time you said something like this, Miles. I guess the women was talking to y'all, but they kept walking away from y'all.
Yeah.
So you was like, well, since you walking away from me, I guess you just want me to look at your ass, right? And immediately that caused an extra 5 minutes of conversing.
Right.
So even if you didn't get the number, because you was witty enough to say something that was unique outside of what every other guy would say, that caught the woman's attention, no matter if you got the number or not.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That reminded me a lot of my best friend because he know how to do that. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, Mr. Carr, you know how to do the wingman shit. That's more like my thing. But I just like the fact that what y'all was, Miles, because you were showing that there's no wasting time. Because once a girl says no, or once you say, all right, have a good time, have a good night, you already focus on the next joint.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I'm glad that you showed that. But what is your take on that, Miles and K-Zag? I know you was watching the stream too.
Well, there was a bunch of lame dudes in there talking about go holler at a chick, go talk, we want to see infield. And all those guys who were doing that, these are the type of guys that they don't really get out and holler at chicks. So it's kind of like people that like sports. Sometimes you watch stuff that you can't do, but you enjoy seeing it. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how I was taking it, right? That's how I was taking it. Like, ooh, look, they're going to talk to girls. Oh, shit. Like they've never seen that shit before, right? And to your point, monogamous player, sometimes when you're around chicks, you can just see the energy and you can feel like, I'm never going to talk to this chick. You know what I'm saying? It's too much going on over there. it just the situation. It just is not conducive for me to have the type of conversation I really want to have. Because a lot of times I don't want to have just an on the surface passerby conversation. I want to sit and I want to holler at shorty for a minute, right? So sometimes it ain't always conducive to that. But also, you can tell when people, when they look, check this out, and y'all gonna know this. Sometimes when you're walking by a woman and she thinks you're gonna holler, she will literally give you that closed off energy. Like, I hope you don't talk to me. And sometimes you can kind of tell. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you look at it and you be like, you know what, I'm not even gonna bother. And you just holler at a chick who don't come off like you feel like she's gonna be bothered by you. And even then, that might not always be the case. Like I think Monogamous, you said it earlier, she might not be paying attention to any of that shit. She might be just chilling. And some guys, they'll get into their heads and they'll just assume, oh, she's not approachable. So I would say, even if you want to approach a chick, but also learn how to read the situation, learn how to read the room. Yeah, I got it.
I think a lot of guys just need to start talking to women besides hitting on them.
I agree. Just say hi.
Right? You know,
how you doing today?
Just walk by, open the door. Hey, how's it going today? Good. And then just go about your business. Don't wait for her to respond. Don't wait for her to turn around and look, because, you know, if your only time you talk to women is when you're trying to get at them, it's going to be an uphill battle, because your nerves are long, because you're not used to being around circles and being able to talk to women. So, you know, and speaking to them is, you know, personally, I want to thank these cats on the panel here, because I really didn't know a lot of people was having difficult times talking to women. Like, it just kind of surprised me.
Right.
Like, this is a whole new realm for me, because I just didn't grow up with a lot of guys that didn't talk to women.
Facts.
Or didn't say hello, or couldn't go in their room and sit down and just chop it up and be like, all right, we out, you know, and we leave. And they're like, hey, where are you guys going? You know, we're like, we're going to do something else, you know, because we didn't want them to come because we had something else going on. And so, you know, but in this day in society, things have changed, and social media and all this other stuff. People are losing the art of just connecting with each other, being able to walk into a room and say hello.
Right.
You know, and I think, you know, you showing them that live is something dope. And I think that, you know, people sometimes, they always want to look for the gusto, right? They always want to look for the ultimate example. You know, oh, he hollered at her, he got her number. Oh, I seen him talking to her. And just the fact that, are you guys out there saying hello? What's up? When you walk by?
Right.
You saying, I don't want you to talk to me. All right, lady, have a good one. You know, are you guys doing that, or do you figure that every interaction you taking the L because it didn't exactly go the way you wanted to?
Right. See,
right.
I'll say that, you know, the video that Lucario and I did last night, we weren't trying. First of all, understand the purpose of it, right? Because we weren't trying to get numbers. We weren't trying to bag anybody. What we were trying to do was to show the realities of just approaching. Period. You understand? Because if you watch the video from beginning to end, we didn't even ask anybody for the. It's not like we asked a girl for her number and she was like, nah, get away from me, blah, blah, blah. All we really did was we just showed the reality of approach. You understand what I'm saying? We literally just showed the reality of approach. So therefore, we showed the fact that, you know, we have a certain level of confidence to approach, talk, be sociable. Because another thing to take into consideration is that there's a lot of things that you can't do when you're on camera. You understand? Hold on for 1 second. I want to show you guys something. Hold on.
While he's doing that, let me just say this. Everywhere I go, I talk to women. And I think when you expect shit, go ahead, wait, I'm gonna let Miles finish and I'm gonna get into what I want to get into.
I want y'all to see something. I'm gonna pull this back a little bit. This is the fucking gimbal that I use to hold my phone. This shit right here. And when you undo it, this is how it looks. And then you put your phone on top of that. And you walking around like this. Now, if you got a girl out there, because it's Miami, right? You got girls out there that got sugar daddies. You got girls out there that got not guys that are necessarily their boyfriend, but dudes that they talking to. you know, that might be paying their phone bill, paying for their nails to get done. And I got my fucking big ass fucking gimbal in my phone and I'm running up on a chick. You really think I could fucking Mac for real?
Exactly.
Like, let's be honest, guys. So what LaCardia, like a lot of guys was like, oh, you know, some people was hating in the chat talking about, yo, these niggas ain't got no game because they didn't even get the number. They didn't even get this. They didn't do that. And it's like, guys, realistically speaking, because let me tell y'all, pretty much 100% of the videos that y'all see with infield shit, all of them are videos, not lives.
Right.
They're videos, meaning that they recorded some footage, but then they chopped it up and edited it. And you don't know if you don't know who the bitch is. You don't know if she was paid. You don't know if they talked to her beforehand and was like, hey, this is what we're gonna do. This is how we need you to respond, so on and so forth. What y'all saw last night was actual real footage of men being sociable and approaching women in the street. That's what y'all really saw last night. Because you can't expect a woman to just be like, oh, sure, I'll give you my number and be all up on me and shit when we live on fucking YouTube where anybody could see it. You understand what I'm saying?
My bad. Let me address this real quick. Okay?
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Yeah, let me address this. AR, okay, and maybe you don't know how to read shit. If I'm walking down the street and a woman is walking towards me and we face to face, and I can see that she goes out of her way to avoid me, walking by me because she thinks I might holler, why would I go and follow her and try to talk to her?
Right.
Like if we're walking on the sidewalk and she purposely goes through the grass because she's trying to cut around to avoid me. I've seen chicks do this.
Right.
And I'm not even trying to holler at the bitch. So why would I say, oh, she's cute. Oh, let me follow her because I can tell what she's doing. Right. She thinks I'm about to holler, so she's trying to avoid being talked to. Come on, man. Common sense, bro.
And this is what I be talking about when it seems like it's all or the other side, right? And just the pendulum just keeps swinging from one side to another without any balance. No matter what we do in life, it's balance. And I can understand subconsciously some guys can't understand because they don't have enough of the information in there, right? Just like we learn things subconsciously first, right? You learn things subconsciously. Then when you get enough data, it becomes conscious to us, right? And then when we do it so many times, it goes back to subconscious because we're doing it without even thinking. So these guys out here, like when I'm out and about, I don't think about talking to somebody. I don't have to think about it and say, oh, what am I going to say? Or how am I going to approach? I don't have to think about that.
Yeah.
But if you have to think about it, go ahead. Because I know we got a caller.
Yeah. Monogamous. You was going to say something. Go ahead, brother.
Yes, sir. And shout out to Jay Moment, what you were just saying. And Miles, basically what y'all was doing last night. See, here's these guys that are just not on the level that we're on, they're only focused on the number.
Mm-hmm.
To them, that's maximizing the situation. But they don't realize that a part of being a guy that's a player that know how to deal with women, a part of that is knowing how to be sociable. So it wasn't about you getting a number, you and Mr. Carter getting a number last night. It was about y'all maximizing the situation last night. You know what I'm saying? Just by going out and being sociable. Like, for example, Miles, like a lot of guys, if two girls say no to them, right? Then they whole night is fucked up.
Right.
Every time a girl said no, you had something witty to say right after. Oh, okay. Well, bet you must got a man. Oh, okay. Da. What? Like I've been around women, and I'm trying to holler at them, and they say, "Oh, I got a man." You know what I say to women usually? Oh, I say, "Oh, I can see why you got a man. You real beautiful." Okay, whatever, right? So you have something witty, and
I tell him he can't come.
You already have good energy going into the next situation.
Right.
So the reason why a lot of women were talking to y'all, it wasn't about the number. It was because of y'all vibe. Women like guys that they know that they just living life. They're not taking nothing seriously. They just living life, and they just trying to maximize life. For example, Miles, let's just say last night, right? Because you just know how to talk to people and you very sociable. Let's just say that there's a group of women that you hollered at last night, and then there's a guy in the group, right? Say you hollering at the women, but you chopping up with the guy. Come to find out, the guy got a business that you low-key want to get into, and then y'all can connect like that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So there's more that can come out of in a situation when you just know how to be sociable. Exactly. But when you just only focus on just a number, then you're not going to see the overall opportunity of what the night can bring.
Exactly.
And that's what I say. That's all I'm trying to say, guys. But thank y'all for the opportunity.
Okay, another problem, Monogamous, and let me add this, because I think somebody mentioned it. There were guys in the chat saying, get her phone number. See, that's how you minuscule, lame, short-term brain niggas be thinking. Why do you want a woman's phone number for? Okay, it's a fact that women give out fake phone numbers, and it's a fact that women will give out your number but never meet you. Like guys be looking at the phone number as the goal.
Right.
Like these niggas really be thinking they doing something by getting a woman's phone number. That don't mean nothing. And let me just say this about that. This is just me personally. It makes absolutely no sense to exchange contact information with women until you guys have come to a mutual understanding that whatever it is you want to do, she's in agreement to do it.
Right, exactly.
Once she agrees to do it, so if you walk up on a chick and you try to take her back to the crib or you trying to offer a date, if she agrees to any one of those things, and even if you don't, like, an example would be this. If I try to take a chick home and she says, like, I'm at a club or a bar, she says, well, I would love to, but I'm the designated driver. You know, me and my homegirl, we drove here, I drove, so I got to take them home, but maybe we can do it another time. I'm going to be like, bet, here's my number. When you're ready to make that happen, hit me up. Now it makes sense for me to exchange contact information. And like Miles do, he'll say, you know, is there anyone that have a problem with me taking you out for a drink? If she says, no, we can do that. Now it makes sense to exchange contact information. Just getting a woman's number for what? Come on, man.
For no damn reason. Hey guys, you guys can still call in 646-481-3901. Call in 646-481-3901. All right. We got and there's a question 252 if you want to star it for later.
252. Okay, y'all do. Let me do that.
Or 152. Yeah.
I got you. And then he says, but Zach, yes, they think they did something. She gave me her number, dog. I'm one step closer to the punani, dog. She gave me her number. Oh, I got her number. Are we in high school? That's what high school niggas do.
Exactly.
I got it, man.
All right, we got 718. What's going on?
Yo, guys, what's going on? This is Moses. How y'all doing, man?
Moses, what's going on, Moses?
Man, you know, I just wanted to say this, and then, you know, I'm glad what K. Zagan said. You know, getting a chick's number don't mean nothing.
Right.
Because I remember, you know, when I first got on the Bad Boys membership, I still had betas in me, you understand, because it took time for me to understand the game. Now, what happened is that, you know, when I exchanged numbers with a chick, there was a few chicks where when I called them to set dates to meet, they would be on some, oh, I'm busy 24 hours, 24/7, you know, I don't got time, you know, this, that. I'm like, bullshit. You understand? Then I would hit up a second girl, you know, like it's a numbers game, but I would hit up then another chick would be on some, oh, I bagged her, I exchanged numbers with her at a spot, and then I hit up the next day, and then she told me, oh, she's kind of sick, she got allergies, you know, all that, you know, and she was kind of laughing over the phone. I'm like, yeah, she on some bullshit. You understand? So, you know, I just wanted to touch on that. Well, what's your thoughts on that, Jay Zagan?
Zach. Okay, Zach, you there? Well, you know what it is, brother, man. You know, it's really just all about being sociable because the thing is you're giving whatever woman that you're talking to at the time the opportunity to take it further if that's necessary. You understand what I'm saying? Because the whole point of approaching a woman is to see if you guys relate. You understand? And if you don't relate to a woman, then what's the point of us having sex? What's the point of us going out on a date? What's the point of us going to get a drink if we don't relate? You understand? So we first have to establish if we relate. And then from that point, let me see if I could, because I don't know how to really use this. Hello? We got 240?
Yo.
Hey, Moses, are you still there? See, I don't know how to use this fucking Skype shit. That's why I want to answer the calls. Fuck. Yo, Moses, call back, brother. Call back, man. My bad. But 50 Fitzwell, go ahead, brother.
Hey, what's up, y'all? K. Zagan, J. Roman, Miles Cunningham.
Yes, sir.
What's up, fam?
Y'all see that? Yeah, you see that video I sent you about the women in Jamaica? Passport sisters?
Yeah.
yeah, I got that.
Yeah, that might be happening, but yo, man, I want to let you know when the show first came on, man, I missed the first like 10 minutes, but I was driving, And I had to pull over, man, because I was triggered, man. Something came up in me, and this is what a lot of brothers don't know. Some people need therapy, man.
Right.
I think I do again, because what you were saying about the nice guy and trying to please everybody, you will go to any lengths and disrespect yourself,
right,
to please others, man. And that shit, and they see that. Now, I think Miles said something earlier, and I don't know if this one or another broadcast where you said being nice and naive are two different things. You can be used, you can be nice. People don't use you because you're nice. People will use you because you're naive.
Right.
Right? So I just wanted to know, man, that shit is true. And a lot of people probably have the same experience I did, because I had to pull over, man, because that shit was so true. It reminded me back when I was in my 20s, damn near homeless, out the Navy, didn't know shit. It was like, okay, yeah. Came out of that gate, it was a different world. And, you know, it was like, you know, being able to discern what I wanted, what I really truly wanted, versus what I wanted other people to look at me as.
Right. Exactly.
You know, and it was so much work. It's just like, it's like lying to yourself, man. That's all it is. So y'all said that, man. I let you know it had me pull over, man. I had to gather, man. So y'all doing the work out here. Y'all doing the work, man.
Appreciate that, 50. Appreciate that, 50.
Appreciate it, man. Hey, man, you be safe out there. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, all right, brother?
Peace.
All right, man. Take it easy. Yeah. Moses, man, I don't know if you can hear me, but like I said, that was my mistake. But call back in if you want to continue the conversation. But based on what he was saying, like I was saying, you know, we just need to we need to relate to the woman first. Meaning that, like, can we talk? Do we have something in common? You know, yeah. Go ahead, Jay.
Just to touch on your point a little bit too, because I feel like sometimes when guys get a number, they're calling to get her permission to go further and her permission to do things, and her, like, it's on both of us. Right. So, you know, maybe she feels like she relates to you, but you don't relate to her.
Right.
You know, and that's that. So, you know, it's not that we're in that secondary backseat position. Like, oh, I hope she relates to me. No. I hope she can relate to me, not because our interaction is only from her part, but my part too. I need to know that she can get down with my program. And I think that, you know, guys are already putting them on a pedestal even before they even get the number, hoping she'll relate to me. Right. I hope I'm the type that she likes. I hope I'm the type of guy that she want to go out with. Instead of saying, you know what, I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see. Me and my partners used to go out sometimes and get numbers and throw them away.
Yo, you see who can get the most numbers at the front end of the competition.
Yeah, and just throw them away.
About it. Yeah,
we just throw them away. And the thing is, like, you know, maybe they gave us fake ones. Maybe they didn't. We never found out. We were just like, man, I ain't want that number. I ain't really feeling her. You know, but just because you get a number and you start to talk to her, if you don't feel her, hey, I ain't feeling it, throw it away. Throw it away. We don't have to be anything. Go ahead, Zach. I know.
No. Well, no, I just wanted to say, like, and it goes back to what I said earlier. I go ahead and get the call, Miles.
All right, 203. You're on live with K-Zag and J. Roman and Miles on the Manhood is the Skill Set Show. What's up?
Miles, J. Roman, K-Zag, what's going on?
Chilling.
What's up? It sound like Joe Blast. Is you Joe Blast?
The one and only.
Nice.
What's up?
We got the moderators calling in today, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah, I just wanted to just speak on the topic about being a nice guy. I got to admit that for the majority of my existence, have been one of the nicest guys / suckers you ever ran into. And hearing you guys, what y'all speaking about, like 50 said, is really speaking to the spirit right now, speaking to the inner man. One of the callers earlier said that social media was fucking everybody up. I have to disagree. Because for me, if it wasn't for social media, then I would not know anything, because I wouldn't have listened to K-Zag, I wouldn't have listened to Lucario, I wouldn't listen to Miles, and now J. Roman. So for me, social media has been a plus for me, because the stuff that you guys talk about caused me to realize myself better.
Right.
Understanding my own identity and where I've gone wrong in the past, and just pushing the envelope that stayed closed, because none of these chicks don't care nothing about no nice dude. You trying to be nice and a ass kisser and yes man to everybody, everybody's gonna run you over. And I have what you might call the emotional tire marks to prove it.
Right.
So yeah, I say enough respect to you guys. Again, you guys are lifesavers. You're definitely helping my life every day. I don't call it because I feel it's important to let the knowledge that you guys give us sink in.
Facts.
Some people, they like to call every week or every show. Good and damn well everything didn't sink in just yet.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. That's real.
Yeah, so I like to give it a chance before I even attempt to call, because what I say, an intelligent man speaks because he has something to say, while a fool speaks just because he has to say something.
Right.
That's facts. That's facts.
That's heavy. That's heavy, man. Sometimes you gotta let the game breathe. Man. That's facts, Joe Blast, man. We appreciate you, brother.
Absolutely. Respect to all of you guys.
All right, man. All right, take it easy. All right, and we got 401. 401.
Real quick, 401. Shout out to Mr. 1950 in the building. What up, brother?
Yo, what's up,
Shout out to
brother?
Steve the Dean, the man mindset. Get them fucking likes up. Let's go.
Facts. All right, 401. What's going on with you?
Hey, what up, bro?
Yeah. What's on your mind, brother?
It's Ethan, bro. It's Ethan.
Oh, yo, Ethan, you sound really bad, man. Where are you?
I'm driving. Hold on.
Like you're in a wind tunnel or something, brother.
Yeah, all right. Go ahead. You sound better now. Go ahead.
Yeah, because I went out last night, right, with my peoples, right, and I'm the biggest dude in the club, right, so everyone, like, the dudes, everyone's like you can see the niggas and shit, like, show me respect or whatever, but, these skinny dudes, like, I can understand what you say about game, because they had a group of girls or whatever in their section, like, they had, like, brought these, like, 5 other girls that just walked in, like, they was talking to them, so obviously they had a game, some skinny niggas, but a lot of dudes ain't a man of their word, because I go over there, I talk to them, and I'm like, yo, like I was just playing around, like, oh, what you niggas doing to my girl? And they niggas were shook, they were scared, and I just told them, nah, I'm just playing around.
All right, what's your question, brother? What's your question, Ethan?
Basically, you gotta tell these people on the panel, you don't know what girls who you're talking to, because someone like me come to the club, that could have been my girl, and I could have like.
Okay, Ethan, stop. All right, let me stop you. See, here's the thing. See, you have this aura about you where you want people to fear you, right? And I'm gonna tell you, I don't give a fuck how big you are, nigga. If I see a girl and it's your girl and I don't know it's your girl, I'm gonna talk to her. Now, if you come up and you like, that's my girl, hold on, listen. Hold on, listen. Just listen. Hold on, Ethan, stop getting all emotional and listen for a moment. Okay, if you come up and you be like, yo, that's my girl, I'm not gonna all of a sudden be shook because you bigger than me. I'm gonna look at you and be like, hey, your girl ain't got a problem with me talking to her. You talk to your girl. So let me tell you a story, Ethan. Let me tell you a story. Hold on, listen. Okay, listen for a second, and I'll give it back to you. Let me tell you a story. I was in a club one time, and there was a girl by herself, a lovely looking Latina babe, by herself dancing. So I got behind her, put my joint in her ass, and was grinding her, right, on some dirty dancing shit, right? She throwing it back. Not only was she throwing it back, she wrapped her arm around my waist to put me into her. And so we dancing, we damn near fucking on the dance floor. What I did not know, hold on, listen, hold on, Ethan, I'm gonna give it back to you. What I did not know was that she had a man. So while we're dancing, a guy comes right on my side and he puts his arm in between me and her to separate us. So I grabbed his arm and threw his hand out the way. He said, that's my girl. And I said, all right, cool. Don't touch me though. And he's like, you dancing with my girl. And I'm like, holla at your girl. You know what I'm saying? She ain't got no problem with me dancing with her. I said, that's a conversation for y'all two to have, not me and you. But go ahead.
Right, but here's the thing though. That dude, he didn't want no smoke because he put his hands on you. I would have knocked you in your shit. That's the difference.
No, you would have tried to knock me on my shit, my nigga.
I'm just confused, Ethan, man. I'm confused on why would you check a dude, but not the woman that's going home with you.
Because you do think you can go up and talk to any type of girl you want and think it's okay.
So let me get this right. Let me get this right. You standing at the bar because she asked you to go get some drinks. You're going to get the drinks. You turn around and she is smiling. She is laughing, and she puts her hand on my shoulder and whispers in my ear. And you're saying I'm in the wrong?
Yes, you're in the wrong, nigga. You need to check your surroundings.
I think you're confused, man.
Wait.
I think.
So Ethan. So your girl has no responsibility in that, because she couldn't have told Jay Roman, "Hey, I got a boyfriend. I'm good." You don't see no way that you're supposed to say anything to your girl. You're only supposed to check the dude.
No, you're supposed to check the girl, and she deserves fault in it. But 99% of the time, you niggas were already checking her out before you approached her. So y'all niggas already know that I was.
No, brother. Because listen, sometimes a lot of you low confident bitch ass niggas, y'all be with your girl, but you know what you look like? You look like a nigga that's caught in the friend zone because you can't even touch her. You don't know how to touch her. You understand what I'm saying? So sometimes we'll see you with her. We'll see.
Plus, cats like this be so confused because you want dudes to look at your girl to give you validation that she looks good, but then when they look at the girl, you want to get mad that she's giving them flavor. Really, all you doing is you're mad at the dude because you feel like he has more flavor than you, and you ain't seen her smile like that in a long time.
Exactly. And I was gonna say to Ethan, your problem is that you're upset that you don't have the same amount of confidence as the type of nigga that will make your girl smile more than you can.
Yeah, that was a low blow.
That was a low.
He felt that one.
Yeah,
he felt that one. He felt that one deep. That was deep to him. He felt that one.
Ethan, the whole thing, the reason why you listen to us is to try to become that confident dude, bro. Not to be the dude that's always trying to pick fights because you're insecure. You understand?
I gotta use that to my advantage. You talk about use shit to your own advantage.
No, Ethan.
I use my
Ethan,
body.
can I say something?
Okay. Wait, who's it? Is this 773?
No, this is 773.
Oh, Monogamous. Monogamous is back on. All right, Monogamous. Go ahead and talk to Ethan real quick.
Oh yeah, and Ethan, hey man, I just want to give you just an example of just how to just go by a situation, because I'm gonna be honest, bro. If your girl looks good, like it's inevitable. Guys are gonna be attracted to your girl, bro. And you just gotta know how to do this. That's why when I was on the line earlier, I was talking about the whole being sociable, knowing how to being social with not just women, but just with everybody. You see what I'm saying? So one time, Ethan, bro, I was at this hookah bar, right? And I was with one of my long-term fuck buddies because I was dating her at the time, and I took her to a date, right? So I went to the restroom. When I came back outside, it was already two niggas that was on her sitting at the table, right? So I walked back up to the table. Both of the niggas was looking at me like, "Oh man, my bad." You know what I told the niggas? I'm like, "Bro, y'all good? Y'all can sit down. Y'all good?" I even like y'all ever notice like the little hookah tips they give you? They come in a little plastic. I even gave them.
You gave them that?
Yeah.
You gave them one of those?
Yes.
What the fuck? Yeah.
Yo, Ethan. Hold on, Monogamous. Ethan, listen. Ethan, listen. This is what we're trying to show you. These are the actions of a man who's confident, because I can invite you over to my table to smoke hookah with me and my girl, because I know that you don't have no influence over my girl. And we could all chill and have a good time together and have a conversation. We could enjoy the hookah. We could talk. We could laugh. We could chill. But she's going home with me regardless, bro. You see, it's an insecure dude that is gonna be like, yo, you wanna fight? You wanna fight, bro? Why you talking to my girl? Blah 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 blah. No, nigga, have a seat. Enjoy some hookah with me, because I influence my woman.
It's disrespect. If you think you can come to sit with me and my girlfriend.
Hey, Ethan, how many relationships you done ended because of your behavior?
let me talk. Just the fact that you think you can come up to me, a big nigga like me, and talk to me about me and my girl. Just the fact that nigga, I'm putting you on your ass.
No, but Ethan, hold on. Didn't you hear any example? Monogamous said he came back from the bathroom, and when he pulled up to the table, the dudes was apologetic. So that's not disrespect.
Right.
That's not disrespect. They just didn't know. They just didn't know, Ethan.
Bro. It happens.
Exactly.
They just know.
Okay, all
so
right,
look,
no, I
that's
understand
me
that.
right there. I was stuck.
Yeah, but you, Ethan, you see, this is what you're doing, right? Because you're a big dude. Because you keep mentioning that shit like that's supposed to mean something to motherfucker.
Yeah.
Right. This is what you're thinking. You're thinking, I know everybody in the club saw my big insecure ass walk up in here.
Right.
Y'all see that I got this woman by the waist. I'm holding her hand. So all you niggas know this is my bitch. She mine. Right? So this is what you're thinking. So automatically you assume that every guy in the club saw you with her. Bro, not everybody looking at you. Not everybody worried about you. And not only that, there might be guys that come in after you that never even saw you come in with Shorty. There may have been guys in the bathroom when you came in. So not everyone's going to see you.
Can I say one thing?
No, let me say one thing. Let me say one thing. When I come in the building, I come in with 4 or 5 niggas deep. 4 or 5 niggas deep. So you niggas see me coming in with my girl.
Yo, you mad?
Always.
You all right? Hold on, Ethan. Monogamous, go ahead.
All right. So look, guys. So right when I got back to the table, right, them guys was already like, "Oh man, my bad, bro. I didn't know, right?" I told the dudes, I said, "Hey man, y'all good? Y'all can smoke hookah. Sit down. Here's some extra plastic pieces, right?
Right.
This is what I talk about being sociable and knowing how to treat the situation, right?
Right.
I started to chop it up with the dudes more.
Right.
Come to find out, me and one of the dudes are in the same fraternity. So we started chopping it up about that. Oh shit, man, you pledge, man. What school you want to? Woo, right? While this is all going, Ethan, hear me out, Ethan. The girl that I was with text me. She said this. She said, "Bro, it's so sexy how you're handling this situation. Usually guys would be all mad, but you just so cool about it. It turns me on." I was okay, bro, because I already knew that she was coming home. First of all, she rolled with me.
Right.
So it's her best bet to ride back home with me unless
Facts.
she want to take a chance with another nigga.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? But one thing about being sociable, me and this nigga found out that we have something in common.
Right.
So that's even more networking. Now, when I go to a Kappa party, because I'm a Kappa, he might put me on some mohos.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So,
Hold on 1 second.
Even vice versa.
All right. So Monogamous,
I got a question for Ethan.
Hold on real quick. Hold on. So we got Ethan Chill and Monogamous Chill. We got 773. Speak your piece real quick.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, Miles? Jerome, my players. Nice to finally meet y'all. You too, Ethan. It's Kelly Moore, bro.
Kelly Moore. What's up,
Kelly?
Kelly Moore, what's going on with you, baby? What's going on, man? What's up? Speak your piece, baby.
Oh, pretty good, bro. Just love the topic for today about the nice guys and shit. And shout out to Unique 79 too. He said some real shit the other day too. A lot of guys gotta be very careful about reading a woman's body language, because I do that shit too though. Sometimes I will hold my hand out. You know, if a woman doesn't bring her hand, I'm like, all right, cool, have a nice night.
Right.
So big shout out to 79 and Joe Vlad too. And like I said, great topic for today, fellas. Miles, can I be fast? Hey, Ethan, can I ask you one question? You mind me asking him?
Me?
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. What's going on, Ethan? How you doing, bro? Hey, how tall are you, bro? Nice to meet you, bro. How tall are you, man?
6'3".
How much do you weigh?
I thought you said you was big.
265 now, 250.
265 now, 250. Okay, Ethan. It's just a hypothetical situation, bro. What would you do if you're in a place and you find out Dwayne The Rock Johnson, who's 6'4", 260 with muscle? What'd you do if you find out he fucked your girl?
All right, now I told you guys a couple minutes ago. Whenever I go out, I bring me and my cousins, and we're 3-4 niggas deep, and they're just as big as me, if not bigger.
Right.
So
So you need a crew of niggas to fight one nigga.
Everyone knows who I am. They see me. They see these people. I'm 4 deep.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Well, let me. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Miles.
Ethan. On the real, I got a question. How many relationships has ended because of your behavior? And aren't you tired of it?
A lot.
Okay, my thing is this. my thing is this: like, you're demanding respect because of your size, who you bring, and that's the point that these brothers have been making on this show for a long time. It ain't about none of that. It's about that inner manhood and the inner game that you have. So I'm gonna just tell you right now, you're reflecting the fact that this girl's disrespecting you by even letting a dude holler at her. That's the real issue. And so you want to buck up on some guy, but at the same time, the girl herself don't respect you. And I'm telling you right now, it don't matter what guy is there.
Right.
If she don't respect you, she's still going to display the same behavior. Now, you got to understand, some girls are just nice. They'll speak to somebody, and that's it. They might whisper in her ear, "Hey, my dude's over there. No, I'm good." Whatever. Some girls know how to talk to gentlemen, to not be rude to them, to say, "Hey, I'm still with this guy. We're having a good time. No, thank you." Now you're rushing over there, trying to push on the dude when really your girl handled it. So not only do you not let her handle things, because that's a lack of trust, but then you're not confident in yourself that she's going to choose you when there's somebody else there. It ain't about fighting. It definitely ain't about fighting.
But let me add this.
And I'll tell you right now.
Go ahead, Jay Roman. Go ahead.
But you make a scenario where I'm most likely wrong. Okay, in that situation, all right, I understand. But
it don't matter if you're right. It don't matter if you're right. If he was hollering at her and she said, "Look, my dude's right up," because I didn't have women say, "Hey, my dude is up in here. Take my number. I'm not going to write it down, but here it is. 3111, whatever," and whisper in my ear, and I'm supposed to memorize that. Right? Which I ain't, you know, but at the same time, maybe you are right, but you're still putting your anger at the wrong person. You knew you had a disrespectful girl before you brought her to the club.
When I come to the spot and I was at the bar and I come back and you're talking to her, understand that, yo, I know you see me coming in the building. I come.
No, Ethan, hold on.
I don't care. You don't understand. I don't care if you're 4 or 5 deep.
No, hold on, Jay.
I don't care because you're not my. Okay.
Hold on, Jay. Ethan. No. Ethan. Listen. What about if you went to the bathroom and as soon as you walked away from your girl and went to go to the bathroom, a couple of dudes came into the club and didn't see you at all and went straight over to your girl to say hello because she's that good looking? Well, what about that?
That's different, Miles.
So, but how do you know though? How do you know? Did you fucking take a survey of everybody in the club that saw you walk in with your 3-4 cousins and blah blah blah? What the fuck are we talking about, Ethan? You sound like a madman. You sound like an insecure. You sound like an insecure psychotic. That's what you sound like.
Hold on. AR says something very important. He said another man doesn't owe you respect for your relationship, and he's right.
Facts.
That's the contract between you and her. It ain't got shit. Even if I saw your big ass with all your goofy cousins come in there, what the fuck they got to do with me?
Yo, Ethan, stop being insecure, man. Stop being insecure because you gonna step to the wrong nigga one day, man. You gonna step to the wrong dude one day.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Ethan, hold on one second.
We used to go out to the club 17 deep. I got 6 brothers, 6 blood brothers that are 6'4", 6'5". You know, I'm the shortest at 6'1". Okay, so I'm just letting you know that doesn't mean anything because it's not about them.
Exactly.
And I'm sitting here shocked because I feel like you're close to turning the corner to understand it, but you got this anger in you because your identity is so built up into your size and your physicalness, and it's not built up into your game.
All right, hold on real quick. Wait. Ethan, hold on real quick. Ethan, hold on. All right, so we got Kelly Moore, we got Ethan. Now, 216 just came in. 216, speak your piece.
Oh, yeah. I just Ethan, you know, like, I respect you, I understand, but you got to be calm, bro. Like, it might be a man, he don't care about that. He going to leave, he going to get his gun, or he going to wait for you outside, and now your life ended.
Right.
You want to be the tough guy.
Facts.
My cousin's in the street. What are you the big GDs over here, bro.
Like I'm just saying, like the whole Papa Trump situation. That's a real life situation. Like I don't care about you and your boys. My AK-47 don't care about that. That's the mentality. I'm just telling you that. That's the mentality.
All right. Okay. All right. Hey, guys.
But do you see where this is going? It's all about, and it's disrespect. It is the only disrespect really is the female.
Exactly. We got a bunch of dead niggas over disrespectful.
Okay. And guess what? And guess what? She is living. She is dating the dude, and somebody else.
Exactly.
Do you know how many women? Do you know how many women get rides to the grave to put flowers by the next dude? They didn't stop living.
All right. So 216. Did you have a question or anything else you wanted to add?
Oh no, the utmost respect and appreciation to Miles, KJ, right? You know, I just want to say thank you, especially because I've been listening for so long.
Right.
And everything just bleed in a certain amount of time. And I've been putting my shots up, but I've been at work, so I had to come up with a script to allow myself to practice before the weather changed so I can actually go in here and do what I want to do. But I just want to say thank you, fellas.
Yes, sir. All right, man. We appreciate you taking the call and enjoy the rest of your weekend, brother. All right?
Can I just say one thing?
All right. All right. Go ahead. Hold on. We got I think we got Moses. Moses, did you call back? Is that you?
Yeah, I called back.
Okay. All right. All right. Chill out, Moses. All right, Ethan, go ahead and speak your piece. What do you want to say?
I just want to say one thing. Like, I understand what you guys are saying, that the girls are in the wrong, but let's just all be honest and not play like super here. Everyone knows when the biggest nigga in the club's in there. If he walks around and goes up by everyone knows. Shit.
Bro, hey, Ethan, you live in a bizarre world where everybody's supposed to be afraid of you, bro. Nigga, ain't not everybody's afraid of you, bro. So just because you bigger than most niggas don't mean you can whoop everybody's ass, bro. Get over that shit.
Yeah, bro. And even in this conversation, you're not the biggest nigga because Jay Roman got his brothers on the team. What are you talking about?
Look, Ethan. Look, check it out, Ethan. Check it out. Right. The only time you should be fighting niggas when it comes to your girl is if guys are physically accosting her. Like they won't leave her alone. Like an example would be you go to the bathroom, right? Dude talk, even if a dude saw you come in there. Look, dudes are fucking hyenas. They will holler at your girl when you turn your back, nigga. So they go and they ain't worried about you. They see that you big. So if they're worried about your size, they already thinking, I ain't fighting that nigga, but if that nigga try to do something, I got something for him in the trunk, though. You know, that's how they gonna think. Now, so you go to the bathroom.
Surprised about some small dudes, man. I had a lot of fights.
Exactly.
So dudes, man.
So you go to the bathroom, a dude hollering at your chick. You come out. Hold on, listen. You can hear the dude talking to your chick, and you can hear her say, "I just told you I'm here with my man. I'm not interested." And then she turns around. And he kind of like grab her arm, girl, why you tripping? That's when you come over there and do something, right? Because he's accosting your girl. But if your girl is laughing and giggling with him, and she touching his hand, she wants that energy from him. You mad at don't get mad at the dude. Matter of fact, what you should do is tell the chick, hey, you going home with him? It's over. You know what I'm saying? She gonna be that motherfucking friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Or your program. Your program should already have rules in place so she understands you. So your program would have been like, where she says, you know what? Hey, my man went to the bathroom. Don't come over here and talk to me.
Right.
You're going to be back soon. It ain't the time. We're enjoying our evening. So when you get back, ain't nobody talking to her because she already done said something. But somebody talked to her in the bathroom. But my thing is, you're resorting to this physicality that you think you have that really not a lot of people really care about. I'll be honest with you. Not a lot of people really care about. Now you talk about numbers with the 4 people and everything like that. All 4 of your friends aren't going to jail because your girl's disrespectful. I'm just letting you know that. They're not going to do it. They're not all going to jail because your girl's disrespectful. And then on top of that, you do that enough times, your homies who should be maturing will tell you, look, man, stop doing that. Stop doing that, man. We trying to have a good night. Go out, get at some girls. Now I got to turn around and jump into a fight because you're always getting off the hinge because somebody said hello to your girl.
Hey,
as your buddy, I wouldn't want to go out with you no more, man. I couldn't take you anywhere.
Ethan, Ethan, how old are you again? I forget. How old are you again? 28, about to be 29. Okay. All right. Chill out, Ethan. Let's talk to Moses real quick because he called back. Moses, speak your piece.
Man, Ethan, man, you said that. I'm pretty sure you said that a lot of girls didn't want to be with him in a relationship. Correct?
Yeah, he said he ended a lot of relationships.
So Ethan, you know it's because of your attitude. That's why you behave in this way, brother. It's because of your behavior. That's why women leaving you. You know that?
I agree. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
Exactly. So now, do you think if you take a girl to a club where there's a lot of people, and then you behave, and then she knows how you behave, and she meets another guy who's an alpha who got game, you think she's not gonna want to get with him? You never think about
she probably will. Yes, she will. I've been trying to change my. I've been trying.
Okay, so Ethan, I think it bothers you that you are as big as you are, and your woman or the women you dealt with will still fuck with other dudes who are smaller than you, weaker than you, because you probably feel. I've literally heard guys say, "No guy should be able to get a woman if he can't fight." You probably one of them type of niggas. Why can't a guy that I can beat up get my chick? Is that how you feel, Ethan?
No, I feel like as big as I am, it makes me mad that niggas who don't even work out can even approach my girl.
See, that's my point. But you prove my point, though.
Yeah, but Ethan, that goes to show you, Ethan, that goes to show you that it's not about your muscles or your money or your looks or your status. It's about the confidence that you have inside, bro. That's what we try to talk about all the time.
Hey, I want you to describe yourself. I want you, Ethan, I want you to describe yourself. I want you to say 5 positive things about yourself that has nothing to do with your size or your height.
Hey, Jerome, K-Zach, I'm about to bounce.
Hey,
all right, Kelly.
Hey, Kelly Moore, hold on real quick. Kelly Moore, did you have anything else to say real quick before I let you go?
This little topic for today, though, bro. I mean, even just keep working, bro. Just understand that size don't matter. I mean, I pass rush guys twice your size every weekend, bro. It's not a fucking size, and I'm 5'11", man. It's not a size thing, bro. It's about it's a hard. Just keep taking that advice from what K-Zach and Miles and Jerome are pretty much telling you, bro. It's not the size thing, man. If you want to have a successful relationship and you say you didn't have any, it's mainly because of this attitude. You know what I'm saying? It's not the size of the man. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's all I want to tell you, bro. But y'all have a great show, K-Zach and Jerome.
All right, fam.
I got a football.
All right, appreciate it.
All right,
hey, Kelly Moore, man. Look, man, have a great season. Have a great practice. You know what I'm saying? Don't break a leg. You feel me? Stay healthy and have a good season, brother. All right.
Appreciate it, Miles.
All right, man. Later, man. All right, that's Kelly. That's Kelly Moore. Kelly Moore actually plays football, so I'm sure Kelly Moore know a lot of niggas bigger than you, Ethan. You feel me? Just so you know. But anyway, Ethan, go ahead, man. Say some positive things about yourself that have nothing to do with your size or your muscles.
Strong.
No. Nah, I got nothing to do with your physical, man. No, nothing to do with your physical, your height. What's 5 positive things about yourself?
That's all I have, though.
See, that's sad. That's sad.
And there we go. There we go. So, and that's what I would say, that once you work on that, once you start working on that, man, you'll start to see the change naturally in yourself. Because as we grow, we got to let certain things go.
This really is an intervention.
As we grow, we got to let certain things go. So
I saw that comment earlier too.
You know the behavior that you need to start letting go. But the thing is, what I'm seeing is you haven't really replaced it with anything with substance. So you got to start building substance in yourself to replace those things.
Right.
Get your mind sharp. You didn't even say loyalty. You mentioned your boys a lot, so I know you got a certain amount of loyalty amongst yourself. Right. But loyalty will begin to start, but that shouldn't be it, because that's including somebody else. Loyalty means you're loyal to somebody else, but you got to be loyal to yourself first and build your own with yourself and not rely too much on other people.
Right.
So, Start working on yourself, man. And I know you want to, man. I feel it. I feel it. You're 29, man. That's that age where you start questioning a lot of stuff because you realize how you were raised and you're getting outside knowledge and so you start to decipher certain things and you really feel that manhood coming on. But you got to turn that page to understand I got to work on myself and build substance within myself. It's not about my size, my muscles, or anything like that. That's cool, man. You're a big dude. You're tall. Cool. That's cool for you. But at the same time, you need more.
Well, he ain't got no substance. That's why he can't keep a relationship.
Well, and he's working on it.
He's gonna get it, though. He's gonna get it. He's working on it. He's gonna get it.
I act like I'm some crazy guy. I'm trying to act like I'm some crazy guy. I'm not.
Ethan.
I didn't say that word.
No.
Did you hear me say the word?
Ethan, it's okay, bro. We got you. But
no, you think I'm some crazy guy, dude, like some lunatic. I'm not.
No. We don't think you're crazy, but some of the things you say make you sound like it. You understand? Because, being confrontational and always being like, we got to think about it this way. We got to preserve our life and preserve our freedom. You understand? Because certain things, you don't want to lose your life and you don't want to lose your freedom, meaning you don't want to die and you don't want to go to jail. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to be more confident. We have to look at things in a way that is a little bit more sensible, purposeful, and compassionate for ourselves first, and then for our fellow people. You know what I'm saying? Our fellow man, our fellow
you
women.
Ever heard that saying? I'm not a lover. I'm a lover, not a fighter. I'm a fighter. I'm not a lover.
Okay, well, that's what I'm saying. We gotta work on that, Ethan. So I want you to keep listening and try your best to work on that. All right, brother. But I'm gonna let you go. All right.
All right, thank you, man.
All right, man. Have a good weekend, man. Appreciate you. All right, let Ethan go, and then Moses, did you have anything you wanted to say before I let you go?
Are you calling right now? Nah, man. It's like, bro, that goes to show that looks don't matter, bro.
Facts.
Now, listen, I wanted to say this, man. Fuck that Ethan, whatever bullshit he's saying. But listen, let me say this. I dealt with a chick. I remember I dealt with a chick like it was like 2 months ago, and she's still around. You understand? But we don't see each other too much because she be busy and working. Now, what happened was, I took out the spot took out the club to come to my spot. Even though we end up having sex. But, there was times where before I took out the spot where she was kind of flipping out on the security guard, this, that, showing some ratchetness. But I calmly pulled her to the side and said, hey, listen, I understand you may be mad at the security guard, but please, when you're around me, don't behave this way. That I got to go to? Right. You understand? And man, I'm in here. How do I do happen?
No, call all the callers, be quiet, man, because Moses is speaking real quick.
Yeah, put yourselves on mute while you're talking to somebody else.
I can't mute them for some reason. Yeah. Go ahead, Moses. Go ahead, Moses.
Like I was saying, like I never have issues with women, man. Ever since I was listening to y'all, because when a chick, like when I pulled a chick out the spot,
right,
out the club to come to my spot, even though we had sex, but even before I pulled her out the spot, she was kind of flipping out on a security guard, looking like a ratchet chick. But I'm like. Even though she came to me, she was showing interest and she was flirting like heavy. I said, listen, I understand that you was flipping out of the security guard. I don't know your problems. I don't want to know. But when you're around me, please don't behave this way.
Right.
You understand? I'm gonna need you to cooperate. I'm gonna need you to be. I'm gonna need you to be 100% smooth when you're with me.
Right.
Respectfully.
Right.
You understand? Now I told her that. I told her, listen, I'm not the type of person that's trying to change you. But if you want to be with me and you said you like me, please behave yourself. Please cooperate.
Right.
That's it. And she was like, okay, cool. And then after that, we took her to the spot. We end up having sex.
Right.
And then when she's with me, she doesn't bring that bullshit with me.
Right.
And it's simple.
Exactly.
So I just wanted to elaborate out there now versus the nice guy who would take her anyway. You understand? So I just wanted to elaborate on that. What's your thoughts on that, K-Zach?
No, when a chick is acting a little unruly, because you do want to pull it to the side and be like, hey, chill out on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Calm down. And now you do have to monitor her. Although you checked her and she came back around, you still have to monitor that if you guys are going to deal with each other going forward. because you do have to be mindful of the fact that she would do that in front of you. That means she doesn't really think about shit. You know what I'm saying? She just responds out of a feeling she has. So if she'll do that to that guy, what makes you think she won't do it to you, right? So you still have to be mindful of the fact that she has the propensity to fly off the handle for no apparent reason. Okay, that's problematic because it points to the fact that she may have deeper issues that aren't going to go away simply because you checked it at one time and she said okay. So just to monitor that shit.
Exactly.
Right. Because I remember I was listening to Steve Dedeen. He said women don't come out the box perfect. You understand?
Exactly.
So you got to train them how to.
You got to right. And exactly what you did. Exactly what you did is what most nice guys are afraid to do. They're afraid to check a chick. They're afraid to mitigate her behavior and let her know, hey, if you're trying to roll with me, we're gonna need a different kind of, we're gonna need to conduct ourselves a different way, because if you out here in these streets, that you representing Moses, and if you representing Moses, then this is how I roll. You're gonna have to roll with me. You understand? So that's perfectly understandable, Moses. But hey man, we appreciate the call, brother, and you enjoy the rest of your weekend. All right. All right, he hung up. All right, and then we got let me see. We got 347. 347, are you there?
Yeah, it's D Money.
Oh, D Money again. And then we got 713.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's monogamous. All right, D Money, go ahead. Monogamous, hold on for a second.
I was gonna say that insecure guy that nigga need to get some therapy, because run up on the wrong nigga for talking to his girl, he gonna get put down.
Nah, that's a fact.
For real.
Yeah. Yeah, he got anger management issues.
So let's say his girl was in New York and we see her and we run up on her. He can't do nothing. It don't matter what big he is.
Exactly.
Well, what he failed to realize is
really need to check himself, man. He's in the street.
Well, ain't nobody trying to fight nowadays. You know what I'm saying? If you bring trouble their way, like you said, they're trying to eliminate you without busting a sweat.
Facts. Niggas is not about that life where niggas is fighting like that no more.
Look, the best thing to do is be humble, bro. Like, just be humble, relax yourself, dog. If you're a girl, confident, she'll come on back with you. Okay,
right.
Yo, nigga is a grown ass man acting like that.
Right.
Damn. He lost his girl before a nigga even approached her.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Exactly.
But yo, my girl, enjoying the day and tell bros to get some therapy, you know.
All right.
All right, good money. All right, man. Hey, be out there. Be safe out there in Jamaica when you go.
Yes, sir. All right.
Word.
So, and then now we got monogamous. Monogamous. Go ahead, brother.
Yes, sir. First thing I want to say is shout out to Ethan, and shout out to brothers that are like that, because I can understand where he's at. See, Miles, you and Mr. Lucario, y'all had a live stream, I think on Thursday, right? And y'all was just talking about the consistency when y'all was walking in Florida, right?
Uh-huh.
Y'all was just talking about just the consistency of just being a man. You see what I'm saying? And being a man in a relationship, right? See, what a lot of guys do when they get into relationships, and I sometimes struggle with this because this is a everyday balance. You see what I'm saying? Because now you're sharing your life with somebody else. And yes, I am in a monogamous relationship, right? See, a lot of guys do this. They don't realize, but they switch up from being focused on them or the overall picture. And then when they get into a relationship with a woman, they start being totally focused on the woman, right? That's why a lot of guys be wondering where their girl at and this and that, da. And whenever you totally focus on a woman, you obviously gonna lose because you can't control anybody else.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You just gotta let them do them, right? So have y'all noticed, just in any situation, right? Guys that are blowing up their women's phones and doing all that and da, those be the women that step out. But the guys that be like, oh, baby, you going out tonight? All right, well, let me know when you get there. And, when you're on the way home, of course, you can FaceTime and that. A lot of times when my girl go out, I be telling her, baby, go out, go do your thing, because I want the house to myself. I want to smoke my weed and listen to some game. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And let my son run around. You see what I'm saying? That's
Right.
what I want to do someday. So, of course, it balances out. With me, I'm not hitting up a phone. The only time I hit up a phone is if there's an emergency or something like that, right?
Right.
Half of the time when she's out, she's texting me talking about what's going on wherever she's at. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm not on her.
Right.
But if I was pressed on her, then I could be pushing her into the territory of wanting to get some type of attention from another guy. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, whatever a girl gonna do is whatever a girl gonna do. But what I'm trying to say is, when you allow a woman to be herself, you'll realize if a woman is on point, she's gonna be on point. You don't have to worry about all that.
Exactly.
But going into a club and fighting women, and I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't want to be around somebody that's gonna put me in a bad situation.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
With
Jerome
friend,
said
whatever.
that. Yep.
You see what I'm saying? I just wouldn't want to do that. And then another thing, and I'm almost done, guys. Another thing is because y'all had a live stream, Miles and you and Miss Lucario, y'all was just talking about just money is not important, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, one time, right? And you know, I'm a teacher. I'm a math teacher.
Mm-hmm.
So a couple of years back, I used to work at this one middle school, right? And I was teaching 7th grade math, and me and the other 7th grade math teacher, we had to, you know, come together and do lesson plans and stuff like that. So of course we would chop it up and stuff like that. And she was married and everything, right? This chick was in school to get her master's, and she had the potential to be a principal, right? Or in administration, basically move up from teaching, right? Her husband, he breeds dogs. He breeds pit bulls, right? And they got 3 children. She said this. She said, man, if my husband told me to quit my job and tell me to be at home with the kids so he can focus on his pit bull shit, I would do it right now.
Mm.
And she makes more money than him. He makes a fraction. Of course, you know, of course there's money in dog breeding, but of course that shit is up and down.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But she told me that. So that lets me know that that's the type of chick that's meant to be with him. And that kind of correlated to that story that you talked about, Miles, when you paid for the guy's food, but he was looking out for his chick, but it wasn't about the ego. He was still being himself.
Right.
When you told him that his shoes was untied, his chick was tying his shoes.
Mm-hmm.
So as you were saying, there's some level of consistency. So even with his situation, even if he makes less money than her, there's some level of consistency that she finds stability within being with him.
Right.
So she's willing to make those certain sacrifices. You see what I'm saying? So when guys be talking about money and looks and how big you are, bro, you can be the biggest nigga. Bro, here's what I tell a lot of guys, bro. Because, you know, I work at an alternative school, so a lot of these boys, they be wanting to fight and do all that type of shit. I be like, bro, there's always going to be somebody that's going to beat you up. There's always going to be somebody that can beat up the person that can beat you up. And there's always going to be somebody that can beat up the person that beat up the person that beat you up. So that's inevitable. You see what I'm saying? So you need to focus on shit that's way more important than the bullshit.
Right.
And that's all I want to say, guys. Thank y'all for the opportunity.
Hey, man, appreciate you, man. Good insight. And you enjoy the rest of your weekend, brother.
That's right. I appreciate you, monogamous. Appreciate that. 50 Fitzwell with the 5. Appreciate that. Shout out to the leaders of the game. Appreciate you, fam.
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
that.
Yes, sir. You want to take some questions and then we wrap?
Yeah. Let's do that. Just real quick. I'm just going to respond to this real quick. Okay, Zach, where did you learn the game from? Bro, trials and tribulations, baptism by fire. You know, I didn't have a mentor growing up. My father was in, you know, I grew up in a 2-parent household. He was there, but he ain't teach a nigga nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I just had to learn just by getting out there.
Right.
All right. So let's move on to something that everyone that can answer and shit. All right. He's so Lux 197 Live says, how to get myself to approach. I'm a mix of scared and just hesitating a lot. It's not a mix. You're scared, fam. It's just flat out. And see, a lot of you guys, you're never going to get your way 100% of the time in life. It ain't going to happen. Okay. Same thing with women. Everybody gets rejected. I don't care how tall you are, how much money you got, how handsome you think you are, how handsome women tell you are. Everybody gets rejected. See, and it goes back to the whole nice guy syndrome and the masculine identity. You don't know who you are. Because if you knew who you were, you wouldn't concern yourself with a woman rejecting you.
Right.
Because you know for a fact who I am, I'm going to get my fair share of women at some point. Mm-hmm. Period. Okay, whatever that means to you, whatever fair share means to you. So you're not worried about the 1 here and the 3 there that said no to you. Okay, and not only that, again, and it goes back to what I said earlier, these women are random chicks, they're strangers. Why do y'all let strange women have so much control over you? If that's what it is, because you're worried about what she's going to say to you. So this stranger has so much control over you, you fear her. You fear her response. Come on, y'all got it, man.
That's right.
I think you just said it on point. You know, it kind of lines up with that nice guy syndrome, where basically you're afraid to get rejected. You're afraid to not be liked, not be chosen. And how about you just start off with just speaking to women when they pass by, say hello, speak to guys, speak to everybody except children. Don't do that. But
don't speak to nobody's kids. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't speak to nobody's kids. But just start talking to people. Just hey, somebody passed you by. Hey, what's going on? How you doing, man? Cool, and just keep going. The more you're out there socially and you're getting used to speaking to people, and this is the point I kind of wanted to make earlier. When things become, you do it so often that they go back to being subconscious. We don't tell our bodies to breathe, but we used to fight when we first got born to breathe. And our brain had to send that signal to say, breathe. Now it's subconscious. We don't even think about doing it. That's the same part with simping and game. I don't have to sit and ask myself, what exactly am I going to say to somebody? I don't think about it. I just speak. I just be me. And you got to get to a point when speaking socially with people is just you. Now, I'm not saying be Mr. Gabby at your job or everywhere you go, but at the same time, getting a quick conversation and moving on without any intentions of getting a number, without any intentions of anything will help you out. And then you'll go from there and you'll know it from there.
Thanks. And I'll just cap it off with, get coaching, man. Get with one of us on the panel. Go to Real Game No Theory, or hit me up. Masculine Identity Membership.com. Because sometimes the fear and the lack of confidence that comes with approach anxiety has a lot to do with some things that you need to discuss, and you need to get some mentorship and some clarity on. You understand? So I say get some coaching. But we can move to the next question.
All right. So Zay says, I have problems with stuttering when I don't already have planned what I want to say to people. How can I work on this? I stutter too. That shit it never affected me. I'm a stuttering motherfucker. Now, a lot of it is I talk fast. So I'm speaking before I have a chance to really think about what I'm going to say. But this is what I would say to you, Zay. Have a plan then. Don't speak until you have a thought out plan.
Exactly.
And then go ahead and speak.
And shout out to Mr. Justin in the chat. He said, no guy would want to be attractive to everyone. Most guys couldn't handle it. That's a fact. That's a fact. Because Lucario and I say this, all the time. It's like a lot of you dudes get so mad at quote unquote rejection, right? But realistically, think about if every fucking woman you said something to said yes. And actively, after they said yes, actively pursued you too. And wouldn't fucking leave you alone. Think about that for a second. If every woman you said, hey, what's up? How you doing? And all of them was like, oh my God, I like you. I want you. I want to be a part of your life. Can I come to your house? Can we go on a date? Like, think about if every fucking woman said, yeah, you had 15 fucking women following you down the fucking street and you couldn't even walk, talk, move, or go to work. You understand? It would be ridiculous. You understand? So guys, rejection is not a bad thing because you can't, trust me, you would never be able to fuck with all the women you're actually attracted to. But yeah, to get back to Zay's question, stuttering, I had a problem with stuttering too. And again, this is something else that you could get coaching from, coaching for. Not necessarily with us. Sometimes you actually got to go to a speech coach to get your, if you really have bad stuttering problems. But like me personally, I used to stutter real bad where my stuttering came from just a lack of confidence. And I couldn't get words out, and it used to build up. I used to build up pressure in my jugular vein and shit because I didn't even want to breathe. That's how crazy it was. But what happened for me is in elementary school, I was the salutatorian, meaning I had the second highest grade point average. So I had to give a speech to my graduating class I forgot how old I was. I think I was 12 or some shit, or I was 9. And when I was younger, that's when my stuttering was really fucking bad. And giving that speech, being forced to speak publicly to an audience of like 500 people, students, faculty, and parents and families, was something that was like, it was a super milestone for me because I thought I was going to fucking die. I ain't even going to lie to you. I thought I was going to die on the stage because I couldn't get enough oxygen to my brain. And luckily I made it through the entire speech. And it was a milestone that allowed me to realize that if I just had a little bit more confidence in myself, took my time to breathe and speak at my own pace, that I was able to express myself. I mean, I still stuttered, I still bucked up a little bit, but the point is I made it through the speech and I got a standing ovation and I expressed myself and I didn't die. You understand what I'm saying? So I was able to to get through a difficult, or what I thought was a difficult obstacle, and making it out the other side was a big plus for me. You understand?
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah. So Zay, hopefully that answered your question. There was something that I wanted to hold on. What the hell? Okay, my bad. There's something I wanted to
I think more cats need to realize too that nobody's perfect,
right?
And ain't nothing wrong with going and get some help on something. They got speech therapists it's not just for youth, for older ones too. So just find one, work on it, and then you'll go from there. And then people you'll be surprised. Like, a year ago, I used to stutter. Well, you worked on yourself, and you're doing something better. Just like it's like anything else. If you're not good in doing your budget, then you might want to start following or get some help on that budget until you're able to learn it and do it yourself. So it's no different than anything else. Just work on it and address it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would say this because I stutter every now and again, and I wouldn't change that. That's a part of who I am. It's who I am. Now, if your stuttering is impacting your ability to communicate effectively, then that's a problem, because what I want Zay to understand, there's a difference between you just being embarrassed by it versus it's really impacting your ability to effectively communicate. So you have to kind of figure out which one is it. You know what I'm saying? Is it affecting my ability to verbalize what I need to verbalize to people, or on the occasion that I do it, I feel embarrassed? Because when I stutter, I know I'm stuttering, but I don't give a fuck. Like, I really don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So that's just me, though.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So are we good on questions? We good?
Yeah, we're good on questions.
We're good on questions. All right. Hey, man, if y'all ready to wrap, I'm ready.
Yeah, we overtime, man.
Yeah, man. So guys, go to masculineidentitymembership.com. Go to badboymembership.com. Check us out tomorrow, 12 noon on the Real Game No Theory panel. And also, as a side note, check out Lucario and myself. We're going to be on Fresh and Fit on Monday evening. Make sure you check out Fresh and Fit, because Lucario and myself will be on there. So make sure you check that out. And yeah, man, you want to take the last one?
Yeah. Go ahead and finish what you were saying. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead and finish what you were saying.
No. You good. We're going to be on Fresh and Fit on Monday. Make sure you check us out 12 noon tomorrow, Real Game No Theory panel, and go to masculineidentitymembership.com and go to badboymembership.com. K Zaggin, always a pleasure, man. Jay Roman, always a pleasure, man. And shout out to all the callers too, man. Shout out to Ethan, because it's guys out there like Ethan, man. Let's act like he ain't the only one out there that got that ignorant type of streak. You feel me? So it is what it is. But shout out to all the callers today. Thanks for the people to call in. The moderators that called in: Unique, Kelly Moore, Monogamous Player, D Money, Moses, and Ethan, man, and everybody else who called in. We appreciate y'all, man. And yeah.
Okay. So it's funny that he should ask this question, because when I told you, Miles, about my situation, it's funny that. So he says, is there a way to get one's wife to agree to open up the relationship? To open up the relationship sexually, although you started monogamous when we were still dating. She was turned on by me smashing other women. Well, if she was turned on by that, then why did you get into a monogamous relationship to begin with? You should have just kept it that way.
Exactly.
See, here's the thing with being monogamous and then years later trying to open up the relationship. You got the woman used to just you and her.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that, now also understand, is it possible for you to go to your woman and basically, because you don't want to ask. If this is something you want to do, you want to just tell her this is what you want to do. You don't want to ask her permission to do it. So if you want to do it, just let her know that that's what you want to do. But understand, if you do this, understand the cons that can happen. One, she can be excited about it, but like, cool, there's a dude I've been wanting to fuck. Ah, yeah, you do your thing, I'm going to do mine. Be prepared for her to also do her thing. The other part of it, be prepared for her to want to leave you if you mention that shit. Because a lot of guys don't think about that prospect, where a woman is literally going to end a relationship because you said that shit.
Exactly.
Be prepared for that too.
And real quick, I missed one of them. Shout out to Joe Blast for calling in, man, because we talk about moderators and stuff. But what I'll say to this is, Podcast Espresso, you have to understand that one of the things that women hate most in men that they don't like is inconsistency, and this is an example of that. So you when y'all was dating, you was fucking other chicks and it turned her on, but then for whatever reason you decided to become monogamous, probably because you ain't want her fucking any other niggas. But now you've been stuck with one pussy for so long, you probably secretly cheated on her, and now you want to open it up. but what's really fucked up is not even the cheating, it's not the fucking other people. It's not your insecurity of her fucking other niggas. What it really is a lack of consistency, and that's what might cause your relationship to unravel. The lack of consistency. You understand? That is the baseline of all the other disappointments and misunderstandings that might happen from this. So you really see.
He said you were right. Yeah, go ahead.
The game makes me psychic, nigga. I don't even know these niggas. You understand? But anyway, but that's what it is. Consistency is the shit, because I've lived that, where I started out monogamous, and then through changes in the relationship, I let my girl know I'm not monogamous anymore. And I told her, you can do what you do. But instead of dealing with the change, she decided that the relationship wasn't what she wanted anymore. And so I'm not with that woman anymore. You understand? And that's something that I had to live with. That's something that I had to deal with. So it is what it is. But the bottom line is learning the lesson of consistency sometimes can be expensive. You understand what I'm saying? Like you might lose it. You might lose it because I'll just be straight 100 with y'all. This was a woman that I saw myself being with for pretty much the rest of my life, where I thought that no matter what happened, we would still at least be together, or at least still be friends, or, you know what I'm saying? Like I would still, but we don't have no contact no more. You understand? Like it wasn't a disrespectful break. It was pretty amicable and everything like that. But the point of the matter is we don't talk no more. You understand? And I had to come to terms with that. So that's why we tell you guys about all this masculine identity shit, inner strength, inner game, understand how to be alone, but never be lonely. Understand that you can't pedestalize no woman, because even though, speaking to y'all like this, yes, losing her was a disappointment. I'll say that. Losing her was a disappointment. But at the end of the day, my life is still beautiful. You understand? I still have current and other situations that I wouldn't trade. I wouldn't go back. I wouldn't leave what I have now, meaning the lifestyle and the details of the life that I have now, just to go back. You understand?
My bad, Miles.
Yeah,
let me say this, because I went through something very, very similar to what Miles is talking about, and I talked to Miles privately about it, and I knew once I went to her and I told her what I wanted to do, I knew full well that the possibility of her saying I don't want to be in a relationship no more was going to happen. Now I didn't know for sure, but I knew that was a stark, realistic possibility. And like Miles, what you just said, I was disappointed that the situation ended. Because of that. And like what old boy was saying, and what I tried to say to her, I'm like, hey, this is what I said to her. I said, when we first met, you ain't had no problem with it then, but it goes back to what Miles said, inconsistency. But nigga, we've been together for all these years, and now you want to go back to that. Right. And what's so funny is, and this is what I would say to women, because this is funny to me. And this is not about trying to get you to stay. This is about just think about it. So you're going to leave our relationship, then you're going to go be single and date a nigga that you're sharing with other bitches anyway. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to leave a good situation to date a random nigga that you're sharing with other bitches. Make it make sense. But anyway.
So I just in this point where he says his wife, so you made that commitment and with her to be monogamous. I don't like being in any situation that I can't open up and speak how I want to speak. So my thing is, you know, now with all things, there is a little bit of tact to it. So I'm quite sure you're not busting in the door saying, hey, I want to fuck some other bitches, right? You're not saying that. Right. But, you know, maybe you could start opening it up on some desires, asking about her desires. Like, for some reason, we always make it seem like you're trying to manipulate. You might be surprised. She might have the same desire that you got, you know, but maybe not, you know, and that's where these consequences come in that these brothers have been talking about on, you know, living the life the way you wanted to live it. But you owe her to know the truth within inside of you, if that's for real. Right. Yeah, if this is the for real what you want to do, or you just want to smash every now and then, because don't change a lifestyle for a moment. Right. Because the consequences is totally different. So, you know, just understand that, you know, go ahead and speak your truth, but, you know, do it with some tact, you know, start seeing what her desires are, because you might be surprised what she really thinking about in the background, you know. So, you know, because women have their own fantasies too, man. But have you had the relationship where she could speak to you about them and bring them out in confidence? And, you know, I've been in some monogamy boogies, and, you know, the security in knowing that we were still going to be cool with each other, that nobody could take me from that person, is what was really what the security that she wanted to have. She just wanted to make sure that, you know, I wasn't bringing this up because I wanted to just smash somebody, but to do it with her and to involve her in it, in the whole process of it, for us. And I think sometimes when y'all come at that ill intent, because you just want to smash a different woman instead of having this woman entertain you guys. And I think, you know, just the way you approach it, but, you know.
Well, also, I would say you better make sure your relationship is in a great place if you're going to bring that shit up. If it's rocky.
If it's already rocky.
Yeah. You don't want to bring that shit up. You want to fix your shit and get your shit right.
Everybody say they okay with their woman getting smashed until, you know, she come home late night holding them heels, you know. And she's skipping in the morning a little more, you know, that same skippish, you know, that skip is about.
Or check this out, Jay Roman. She wear her hairstyle like she never did before.
Yeah,
she started buying new outfits. New outfits. She don't buy outfits for you. Or not only that, you want to smash, but she tells you she's sore. And you know it wasn't you that did it.
And she comes straight in and use the bathroom, you know, straight in and use the restroom. You know, everybody wants certain things, but you got to live with it all in entirety. So, you know, open it up. You know, unfortunately, there's, you know, I know a partner that opened his relationship up, and they started, you know, inviting, you know, ladies to their bedroom and stuff. And in about 8 months, his wife left with one of the girls they brought in.
Shit.
And he wind up on his own and kind of regretting the whole situation. Because his desire just to smash other chicks, he thought his only way he could do this is by inviting them, you know, and getting them to come home, right? Because he wanted to make sure he played within the quote unquote rules of his relationship. But, you know, really, it wasn't that he wanted his wife to be involved. It's just that he wanted to smash other chicks.
And see, and he got caught thinking about the pleasure of it too much. And he got caught up.
Mundo. So
we got a couple other questions. I want to go ahead and bypass those and bounce. I know you got shit you got to do, man.
I'll answer them, but we got to be quick, brother, because I'm ready.
Okay.
We
all
2
right,
was in, nigga.
All right. Unique 79 says, "What did you think of the saying, the one that got away?" No, I don't believe in that. Every woman in my past deserves to be in the review for whatever reason.
Yeah. People come into your life for a season and for a reason, and if they're not in there no more, they serve their purpose, and that's that.
I let good ones go because I know I wasn't good for them. So I had to let them go because, you know, I wasn't going to do nothing positive for them, even though they were great people. So just where I was at in life, I had to just, you know.
And vice versa, because I
noticed
that my life was at a certain point, but then when I got freed up from that person, my life was like,
Oh, I've been there. Right at the end of the relationship, because like I realized this person, when you're dealing with a person that got negative energy, you catch it. You catch that wave of that negative shit. And when I left that particular relationship, like you said, pew, I skyrocketed.
And I don't like fantasy. I like reality. And if you weren't ready for that relationship, even though we were a great person at the time, then you weren't ready, and it wouldn't have matched. You would have destroyed the relationship because your maturity level or whatever it was about you at that time wasn't going to match that fully to be positive. And so, hey, you live your life. You don't live in regrets.
Right.
On that note, like the video, subscribe on the way out. We got shit to do because we got lives and shit. We out.
All right. Peace.